holiday kickoff party. This is also our kickoff party for our B2B Expo in April. How many of you know about the B2B Expo in April? Raise your hand. So there's a lot of people out there that still don't know that much about it. But as we begin to enjoy the holiday season, we here at Exhibit spend a lot of time and effort to organize one of the largest networking events in the area. Our 2020
Oh, there's Sean.
taking place in April 2020 at Embassy Suites.
We got to come up with a nickname for you.
For me?
Yeah, what do you want it to be?
I don't know.
Come on. help me
Ginger?
out. Ginger, okay.
Ginger's easy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Jingle Mingle here at Exhibit, right?
Right.
Sponsor out there. I want you to kind of
What do we call your nickname?
Ginger.
Ginger.
Yes.
Broadcasting live with Ginger, right? Now, the sign behind us says the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, but that is because it is a sign that is behind us, right?
It is.
We are in one of the most fascinating places business here in the Albuquerque area. This is where everybody comes to get their marketing materials,
Yes.
right? If you are a purveyor of good times, then you come here to show everybody in print that you are a purveyor of good times.
That is true.
That is true, right? So we got a little bit of a delay there. We're working. So understand that we've got technical things that we got to work out here as well. But as we do that, we're going to work through them, right?
Right.
Okay. So Ginger, tell me about your business.
I'm a part of Dave & Buster's.
Ooh, Dave & Buster's.
Yes. So it is a place for games, great food, great service. You can watch all your favorite teams play. Have a corporate holiday party.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes, we do team building activities. You name it, Dave & Buster's can pretty much offer it.
Dave & Buster's can do it up.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you want to do it up with Dave & Buster's, how do they go about doing that?
How do they go about planning an event?
Yeah.
You just go ahead and contact one of our special events representatives.
There you go.
Myself, I am one of them.
Oh, well now do they specifically call in and ask for Ginger?
Not Ginger. No, they would call and ask for Kaylee.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, very different from Ginger.
It is a little bit. Ginger's
Very-
just
yeah.
a hair color. You see. So,
We're almost there, right?
almost, exactly.
So they're going to go ahead and call in and ask for you and say, hey, I want to set up my Christmas holiday party here.
Yep.
What do you got?
I mean, we have everything. We have over 50 buffet options to choose from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the nice thing is it's a per person price, but it's all inclusive. So you
Okay.
get your non-alcoholic beverages, your games, and your food all for one price. We also have some amazing bar packages. So right now, the holiday season is fully upon us right now. So the options for dates are becoming more limited the closer we get. But you just call, let me know what your budget is, and we plan a great event, and I take care of everything.
Okay, so if I came to you and I'm like, hey, my budget here for this event is $250.
Yeah,
You can make that happen.
we can make something happen.
Okay. But you would certainly prefer the $5,000
Oh, absolutely.
budget.
5,000, we can do everything. We can do drink tickets, premium bar packages, unlimited video game play, you name it.
All kinds of good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I haven't been out there in a while. I know the previous store manager there, and he's gone on to do some amazingly wonderful things.
Yes, well, Darian's still there.
Yeah, not Darian, before Darian. Yeah,
Yes.
before Darian, right? Are you? I know what's going on in your mind. You're like, I'm going to take his job. I'm going to take his job. I'm going to take his job. And I know this because she told me at an event once upon a time
I did.
that she was going to take my job.
I did. This is true.
And so I said, great, I love it. I
Yeah.
love that somebody's going to be here to follow in the footsteps, to take the place of, to continue the tradition.
Absolutely. You just
Yes.
got to teach me your ways.
Yep, they are very good ones.
Good.
So let's give it a shot. Let's pretend like let's do a play-by-play of the event here.
Okay.
Right? In fact, why don't we do this?
Okay.
While we're doing this, we're going to see the backs of people's heads while we do this.
Awesome.
But we're going to take you guys out into the to what's happening here at the Jingle Mingle. Stephanie is up on stage right now, and she's talking about sponsors, right? So
She is.
in your best MC voice.
Oh, now I feel like I'm on the spot.
Well, don't worry. Look, nobody can see you.
All right, ready? Thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure having everyone here at the Jingle Mingle. we would like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors for making this possible today. Go ahead and give a shout out to Go ABQ, one of our lead sponsors in the event today. If you have any interest at all, we have a bar in the back and non-alcoholic beverages at 2 places in the area. Make sure you go out there, meet some new friends, really put that networking gene to work. There you go. That was
I didn't
fun.
realize there was a networking gene.
I don't know. I guess it just came up. It just started, man. I just kind of went with the flow.
Look at that. We're getting on the spot accolades, right? Some hellos, some hey, what's happenings. Hey, hang tight, guys. You guys are going to be on the broadcast next. If you're cool with that, you cool with that? Okay. There you go, right? Are you ready to take it away? You're going to interview these guys.
I'm going to interview those guys.
Yes.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So here's what we're going to do, right?
Okay.
Tonight's all about introductions and meeting people, and so we're broadcasting for those folks that are not able to attend.
Okay.
And so the idea was that we would provide them the opportunity to get to know the folks that are here networking, right?
Got it.
So when they come, they sit in the seat, say, hey, what's your name?
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay.
And how do people get a hold of you?
Got it.
And if they want to expand upon that further, it's 25 cents per 10 seconds.
25 cents per 10 seconds.
Yes.
Alrighty.
We're going to test your math skills as well.
Ooh, should I get my phone out to time this right now?
Just kidding. It's not 25 cents per 10 seconds, but it sounded,
I was ready.
It sounded pretty good. Sounded legit,
did.
Right? All right. I'm going to Red Rover you somebody.
All right.
Okay. Give me a minute.
So
but in the meantime, you can talk to them out there.
So name what they do and how to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
And then it's 25 cents every 10 seconds.
25 cents. Well, how about we call it 25 cents a minute?
Okay. That's fair. That's easier for me,
That's like
too.
MC. Remember
Absolutely.
MCI?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You can even say that, too. Be like, we're going back to the old school. Like MCI, we're 25 cents a minute.
25 cents a minute. You got it.
After your 30 seconds.
There you go. 30 seconds of fame. After that, you got to pay for it.
There you go. All right. Hang tight. Talk to those folks right out there.
Alrighty. Well, hello. My name is Kaylee Royce. I do the special events at the Dave & Buster's here in Albuquerque. If you want to get a hold of me, just go ahead and call 505-348-5160. Set up a great event for you. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So I do have to warn you, this is new to me.
All right.
But hello, I'm
Hi.
Kaylee.
I'm Joshua Volano.
Nice to meet you. And what do you do, Josh?
I own an advertising and marketing agency.
Very nice. And if the people out there would like to get a hold of you, how would they go about doing that?
They can look me up at urbanwalrus.com.
Urban Walrus?
Yep.
Like a walrus with the tusks?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Can I ask how you came up with that?
Well, the short story is, there was an old saying in the early 1900s where they referred to these rich, over-bloated, people as urban walruses or upright walruses. And so I come from the corporate world, and I'm able to provide, the same services and quality that that were traditionally only available to multi-million-dollar companies. And so it's kind of like my little stab saying, I'm going to offer that same quality and services to local and medium-sized businesses, so they could compete on that level. Because unfortunately, when you start going into the freelance, the quality sometimes suffers.
Absolutely.
And so if I can package something and create a package that allows the little guy to compete with the big guy, then
really bring up those small businesses.
Absolutely.
I like that. Yeah. Again, so Josh at urbanwalrus.com.
Yep, that's it.
There we go. Well, look at that. And any advertising needs that they might have, you're the guy to call?
Yep, we specialize mostly in commercials and website development and mobile app development.
Oh, okay, very nice. Well, you've heard it first here.
Yep.
Again, I'm still very new to this. I'm not exactly sure what to do now.
Okay, well...
I'm just going to look at him.
I'm
and
looking at Luis.
There you go.
I'm looking at, what do we do?
Do you think he'll give us a cue?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Are we switching?
All right.
Well, Josh, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure meeting you.
Hi. Well, hello there.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. My name is Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee. Patrick Falcon.
Nice to meet you. So, Patrick, what do you do?
I do?
I do. I feel like I should know this by the way you're looking at me.
Well, so I actually I run Style Southwest Fashion Magazine.
Oh, okay.
So I have a fashion magazine. I'm a photographer locally here. Have a DJ company. Was a retired 25-year banker in the local community as well. So.
Oh wow! So if so with your magazine, if somebody wants to get a hold of you to just learn more about it or anything like that, how would they go about doing that?
Well, it's easy. Actually, just find me on Facebook, right?
There you go.
Social media.
Social
We're
media,
everywhere.
yes.
Instagram, social media. So it's Style Southwest Fashion Magazine.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook. If you find me, Patrick Baldonado, and I'm listed there as CEO of Style Southwest Fashion Magazine as well.
Very
you can click on the
nice.
link and get there as well. So
There you go. And how long have you said you've worked or you've owned the magazine?
Well, we started it after I got out of banking in November 2017. So about we're kind of working in the process going into early 18. But we've it's been a big job putting it together. So we're in 5 states.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how's it been so far? Successful?
It's been good. We're
Good.
doing a lot of work in Denver right now. So
Wonderful.
I've been out
Denver
there.
is an up-and-comer.
Yeah, right now Forbes magazine's rating them as one of the top for fashion, so we're out there doing a lot of the fashion stuff. We covered Denver Fashion Week this last week, so we were there for
very
8 days, doing a lot of live videos and covering a lot of the designers and models walking, and we actually have team models that were representing the magazine walking in the show as well.
Oh, wow,
So,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
So
This
we
is
went up there
my
to support
first
that.
ever live show.
Well, wonderful. You're
Yes.
doing fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're doing great.
I always joke with Luis that I'm going to take his job. So,
Well, you can. That's all right.
there you go.
You're much better to look at than he is. If we're doing this video, he's got a great face for radio, and so do I, but you're all right. We can put you in.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, he's been a close professional friend of my general manager, Darian.
Oh, fantastic.
So we met at the Bernalillo County Chili Festival.
All right, great.
Yes, and he was the MC.
Okay,
So I told him.
So what
to
do you
look
do?
out. I do the special events and marketing for Dave & Buster's here in Albuquerque.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So it's fun. It's getting definitely into our busy season. But that's what I do. Is I plan great events for companies and birthdays and pretty much anything you can. Not a lot of people realize that Dave & Buster's is a good place to have a meeting,
Right.
but we do have a private room.
Right.
And then, afterwards, it's a great place to kind of decompress after a meeting because you get to go play games with your coworkers.
Oh, absolutely.
We have team building activities and really just bring everything together.
Oh, wonderful. So here's a question for you. 'cause
Yes,
I know,
absolutely.
we're in a business event right here
Yes.
today. So we're talking about business, competition, marketing, social media, everything that we do, right? So Dave & Buster's is a great brand nationally.
Yes.
And there's other brands that are kind of competing with you right now, especially in a market like this small.
Yes.
How do you compete and stay above the trend when you've got so much coming at you? And I know that, I won't even name who's
Yes.
come into town. So
Yeah.
who should not be named. We'll not do that because we're not going to plug them. They're not sitting
Exactly.
here. You are. So,
I am.
So Dave & Buster's has a great brand. So
It
how
does.
do you keep that above the rest?
Well, we really pride ourselves in training our staff very well. We definitely, I think, exceed when it comes to customer service. So, we see a lot of return, a lot of regular guests that come in because they really enjoy how they are treated. We have certain culture pillars that we base our performance off of and how we like to treat guests.
Sure.
It is part of we want to have them feel like they are part of Dave & Buster's.
Gotcha.
So I think that's definitely how we've remained strong even with competition coming in.
fantastic.
Is that our customer service just goes above and beyond each time.
Sure. Well, that's great. No, I commend you guys.
It's
Every time
hard
I go there, I have a
because,
good time. Do you guys have a rewards program too?
We do have a rewards program,
There you
yes.
go.
We
See,
do
loyalty
indeed.
is a good
Loyalty
thing.
is a good thing. I'm nervous about talking about this because I know that Darian would want to take over this conversation.
No, we're bringing it to him right now. So go ahead.
Yes.
You got this.
But no, we do have a rewards program. It's completely free to sign up for. Every $100 you spend, you get a coupon. You'll get a coupon on your birthday.
Oh, nice.
We send them out twice a month. You're always the first to know about any special promotions that we have, like right now during NFL season. Every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, we have unlimited wings and unlimited video game play for $19.99.
Unlimited wings?
Unlimited wings,
Did
yes.
you say wings?
I did say wings.
Like food?
Like food.
That gets me excited.
Yeah, does it?
All right. See, now I want to go.
There you go, unlimited. It's always a good
now I know
word.
where I'm gonna be.
Always a good word.
That's good. That's awesome.
So, we just try to keep relevant and make sure that we're, what is the right word to say this? We want to reach every part of the community.
Sure.
So every branch, every age. There's something for everyone at Dave & Buster's.
Well, it sounds like we've got the right leadership in place. So
We do.
congratulations.
We
That's
have
good.
an amazing management team that has really brought us up to the level that Dave & Buster's holds high.
Yeah, that makes a difference. And the quality is everything. I know with the
absolutely.
magazine, it's got to be high quality.
Exactly.
If I'm going to have people come back and buy the magazine, subscribe to it, advertise in it,
Yes.
it better be good.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
That's a lot of stress. But it's been an amazing ride, kind of creating like a brand like Dave & Buster's is.
Yeah.
We're trying to create that brand where it's not easy, but it's.
Well, I mean, already
it's
being
definitely
in
worth
5
it.
states, it definitely seems like you're on the right track.
Oh yeah, well we get the content from 5 states. So
Okay.
literally what we're doing is we're taking the magazine and pushing it globally.
Okay.
Because there's global appeal. People come, and this is what we got to change. Like in Albuquerque, around the world, nobody really knows who Albuquerque is.
This
or if
is
you
very
say New
true.
Mexico, they think we're part of Mexico.
This is true.
But if you say Santa Fe,
They know exactly
everybody
where it
in the
is.
globe knows where it's at. So
That is
Santa
very
Fe's
true.
done a fantastic job of branding the community as a city different and some of the things that come from there. So with the magazine, I have to highlight Santa Fe.
Yes.
So it's interesting how I'm trying to get Albuquerque into the marketplace, but it's really the market that I'm exporting to the globe is Santa Fe. So Santa Fe, you have. Go ahead and pass through real quick. We're looking at see little shadows that people come by. But that brand, and then if you look at so people come from all over the world to see the Southwest, the skies, the flavor, the clothing, the topography is unlike anything you've ever seen.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you go to the East Coast, you stand there and try to look at a big lake, you're usually blocked by trees 5 feet in front of you. You
This is
can't
true.
even see. So it's almost claustrophobic. So when you come out here and there's big grand views and the colors and the vibrancy and the culture, I mean, it really does resonate with people all over the world. So Australia loves Southwest. You got Germany, you've got all the European markets, the Asian markets eat it up. So when you go down and you're walking through Santa Fe in the plaza, there's hardly anybody speaking English. They're
Yeah.
coming from all over the globe.
That's amazing.
So it's kind of that flavor. So we're taking that from Sedona, Arizona. You've got Las Vegas, Nevada, which is global market. You've got Moab, Utah, and some of the Utah salt flats that are coming out from Salt Lake City, and some of the really cool stuff in Phoenix. And there's really neat things that we've taken from our 5 southwestern states and then put it in fashion, put it in flavor, put it in the magazine, and then we ship it out to the globe.
That's amazing.
So it's been a big process, but our market really is the global market right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think that just like hearing about all of the different areas that you take from and just the love that you have for the Southwest, I feel like if I were to read your magazine or look at your magazine, I would be able to feel that.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely think that the Southwest, it is known for its beauty, but I feel like it's not loved enough like it is from the people that were born and raised here in the Southwest.
And we're working with the Department of Tourism in each one of the states because they want the tourist appeal. So so we're putting that topography and fashion together, which is really cool. So,
Absolutely.
but, are we waiting for more people to
I'm
interview?
not entirely sure. I feel like I should probably go join my crew group
Are you
again.
done? Are you done?
I don't really know what the plan
I
is.
think we should bring somebody else in.
I think we should.
Do you want me to?
Should we just bring in 2 new people?
Let's see.
I think
we should just. Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and direct the show. I think we need to bring a new body in here. So if you want to stick around and interview, or you want to go,
I think I'm gonna head out. If that's all right
well,
with you.
thank you so much. It's so
Absolutely.
nice.
It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you too.
Do I just take these off?
You take those off and we'll bring them on in. Well, hello. Go put those headphones on there. How are you doing? Okay, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, wonderful. Go ahead and speak into that microphone. You want to introduce yourself today? Kind of speak right in here to the camera, and you can say everybody who you are and what you guys are doing.
Okay, so hi, I'm Deidre McVeigh-Schulmeister. I am the Development and Membership Associate for the National Museum of Nuclear Science and History.
Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. So those who don't know about the museum, but it's a national, it's amazing if you haven't been there. So tell them a little bit about the museum and what you have going on.
Of course. So we are a congressionally chartered and Smithsonian-affiliated museum that shares the history of nuclear science, especially our state's impact in nuclear science. And also we share information about nuclear outside of weaponry, such as medical, pop culture, as well as an alternative energy resource as well.
Wow, fantastic. That's great. Well, that's huge, right?
Yeah,
So if you can speak a little bit closer, there we go. We get to hear you.
Yeah, so we're also advocates for STEM education and expanding STEM education throughout our state.
Oh, wonderful.
Like I said, nuclear the industry was founded in this state. So being a part of that initiative to expand our STEM education programming in the city, in the state, is something that we're really excited to be a part of, and we've impacted so many children in the 50 years we've been in existence to inspire scientists and engineers of the future.
Oh, that's wonderful. No, that's very important. It's very important, especially with the roots of the nuclear. I'd say the nuclear, almost the nuclear age, right? And really, when it comes down to it, New Mexico is really in there. I mean, the stories I used to work out of Santa Fe, but the stories I had from the scientists they bring up through Santa Fe up into Los Alamos, through tunnels and all the mystery behind all that, the creating of some of that stuff. It's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. Our history is amazing.
Yeah, I'm not from New Mexico, so coming to the museum, I've learned so much about our state just by simply going to work every day. And if you come to visit our museum, our docents who are volunteers, they have so much breadth of knowledge of the nuclear side, military. They were also retired Sandians and those who've worked in Los Alamos, Oak Ridge. So it's a very interesting dynamic of people to not only share the history, but also share what they've experienced as well, living through that age. So I always say I come to work learning something new every day. So it's always awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time to come and stop and tell everybody a little bit about the museum. And everybody go visit it. If you haven't visited, it's such a big part of who we are. Whether, there's so many, it's controversial in some places as well, but I mean, if you really look at what happened with the nuclear age and really understand it, and a lot of the science that went into it here from New Mexico, it's be proud of what we've created over here. So
exactly. We encourage everyone to draw their own conclusions, come visit us, check us out, and be able to draw your own conclusions from your visit with us. We're always ready to open our doors to you. We're open 9 to 5 every day, except for Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, and Easter Day. So we are open 361 days of the year and are ready to take you in to enjoy our museum, as visitors, as members, or even to come to our events even. We actually are doing a screening of Bridge of Spies coming up on Friday. We're selling tickets for those. And we are screening the movie, and also we are having Francis Gary Powers Jr., who wrote the book that it's based off of, Spy Pilot, which depicts his father, because Tom Hanks plays his father's character. So he will be talking at the museum about the book, about the movie. So like I said, we're still selling tickets. That's Friday at 5:30. So you're able to make it out. We would love for you to buy some tickets so you can come and check it out.
How wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
You too.
Enjoy the event. Wow. Let's see if we can get our next individual up here. So right now you're coming live from the our business networking event, Jingle Mingle, here at Exhibit It. So wonderful. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, greetings.
Ryan, you can hear me all right?
I sure can.
Well, wonderful. Well, would love for you to go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do. And
great, thank you.
Tell everybody a little bit about you.
My name is Byron Zom, and I am the new owner of the local Tutor Doctor franchise.
Oh, wonderful.
And what we do is custom one-on-one in-home tutoring.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's virtually any subject, any age. We do a lot of college planning and test prep. We're working with special needs. So really just about anything.
Well, I know tutors saved our sons getting graduated. So I know, not to embarrass my son at all, but it's great to have a tutor you can count on. So as your service provides, you said in-home. Does that mean you go to somebody's home and where they're comfortable?
That's correct. We eliminate all the hassles of, after work trying to go rush to a learning center of some kind, and then possibly not even have that one-on-one attention. So yes, our tutors will go right to your home in a safe learning environment that's comfortable and magic.
Wonderful. That's wonderful to see. So we appreciate you, and I know that all the parents really appreciate it too. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, we've got a great website, tutordoctor.com/Albuquerque.
Sure.
And they can certainly give us a call at our local number. But the website would be a great place to start.
Wonderful. Are you on any social media? Or
yeah, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
All right. So if I was to find you on Facebook, how would I find you?
All right, Facebook, tutordoctor.com, ABQ.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can put this up here so you can see. But yeah, that's great. Well, we appreciate your time and thank you. And this networking. Have you ever been to this event before?
No,
or is this the first time you've ever
I'm
been?
actually new in the area. Our business has been in here in this market about 9 years.
Okay.
But I'm new in the area here.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But okay, well, sounds like we're all wrapped up.
I think
here.
we got it all. But thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having
we
us.
appreciate you. Thank you very much.
All right,
Can we
bye-bye.
send in the next person? Would be great. So we're coming to you guys live right now from the Jingle Mingle here at Exhibit It. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Go ahead and put your headset on there. So we're interviewing local businesses here, kind of showing what's going on with our local marketplace. And next up, we have our distinguished guest. What's your name? You want to go ahead and introduce
How's it
yourself
going?
and what you do?
My name is Alejandro Martin, and I'm an Aflac agent.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So Alejandro, how long have you been in the insurance business?
You know what? I just moved here from New Mexico, actually. From
New
South
Mexico.
Florida. Yeah, South Florida, actually.
All right, great.
To New Mexico. I've been here since August. Been with Aflac since August as well. It's been a great adventure, great transition, especially with the people here in Albuquerque.
Oh, wonderful. So have you guys, in Aflac, you guys do a lot of group business, right? Is that you work with more larger employee benefits, or do you have individuals? You do both, or if you can kind of...
So our target market is really mom and pop shops,
Sure.
that small 3+ employee business, and large corporations. We don't discriminate. We like to see ourselves as very ethical, and we work with anyone to try to help them save a buck and protect their financial stability.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that,
Yeah.
and it's nice to have people out there protecting our assets and taking care of us. And I know that Aflac fills that gap between hospital coverages sometimes when you need them. So that's what it's there for. So we really appreciate what you're doing.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having me. Have a great day. Okay.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Okay, everybody, just so you guys know, we're coming at you live from the Jingle Mingle. Want to say hello to everybody. We're doing an interview. Hey, oh my goodness. How you doing? Good to see you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, look who we got with
Hi.
us. Hey, how are you doing?
What's up? I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, David,
Great.
you got to tell everybody what you're doing now. Come
I
on.
am doing so many things. So I was at the radio station. I had my show on Z1063, which was amazing, a great experience. I got to meet so many beautiful people. Right now I'm at VIP Star Network, which is a unique network of healthcare providers that service the film industry.
Oh, really?
So I'm still kind of in that, entertainment lane,
Of
which you
course.
know I love.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know me, Pat.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But it's great. Johannes Chemuino is the CEO, and he's just a great guy to work with. We're making some great connections with the New Mexico State Film Office. Carrie up there is great.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so it's just been great. We're just trying to be a service to folks in the film industry.
Oh, what a niche. I mean, that's
Yeah.
interesting. New Mexico Film Office is doing a lot of things, but God, film
Yeah.
is so big in New Mexico
it's so
right
big, especially with all of the incentives
Yes.
to come and film here.
Absolutely.
Companies are really taking advantage of that, and it's really giving folks a stage to blossom, and to really bring their art to the forefront. But with that, you have folks that get hurt sometimes, and
Oh, yeah.
who do you call?
Who do you
know?
call? That's all right.
VIP Star Network for sure. Yes.
Well, we got the caterers in line. We got to
Yeah.
make sure that medically we're okay too.
Absolutely.
It's so funny. I played an extra on a set yesterday.
Did you? How did that go?
It was fun. I had to go check it out. I had a
That's
friend who was
amazing.
casting, and I was like, throw me in there. Let's see how it works.
Yeah.
And so we there was kind of like a little fight scene that was going on behind
wow,
us,
yeah.
but they were talking about medical and safety and what happens if somebody actually gets hurt and how to
Yes.
get the ambulance in there and get the
Yeah.
medics in there. So
Absolutely.
I know that's a concern. A lot of
Yeah.
people they just don't think about it, and then all of a sudden somebody hits their head. Somebody
For
hits
sure.
their, yeah, so-
And not even just something that's like crazy, a set falls on you. It's not always like that. Sometimes, you have a producer that has a cold, or you have, someone that has a skin rash, and they need to see a doctor, but they're away from LA where, maybe their main healthcare provider is. And so we have this unique, like I said, network of providers from dermatologists to internal medicine,
God, I didn't even
women's
think
health.
about that.
Yeah, and it's crazy
Wow.
because you don't want Tom Cruise sitting in Presbyterian downtown in the waiting room.
Right? Oh my gosh.
So we're able to kind of work our magic
That is just
And
really
get them
interesting. I just,
introducing.
just those things you don't think of, but there's a
Yeah.
niche everywhere, so that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
thank you so much.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm soon to be doing a podcast as well. So
Oh, wonderful.
Maybe be on the lookout for
Hey,
that.
hey,
Yeah.
if you ever need a good guest.
You need a guest,
what's
I know
up,
who to
what's up?
call.
That's right. And we still got to do a photo shoot.
We
together.
definitely
Yeah.
have to do a photo shoot. I think last time we were talking about some ideas for maybe like a disco theme
That would
or
be
like a really
awesome.
classy, throwback kind of retro shoot. I would love to do something
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
all about fashion. I know with the magazine now,
Yeah.
we just came back from Denver Fashion Week. We covered that event.
Oh,
It
wow.
was an
How
8-day
was
event.
it? I bet that was a beautiful
It was
experience.
beautiful. So, yeah, they did a really good job. Wow, they really
That's
put
amazing.
together a great show. So each show
Yeah.
was just top notch. It was really literally almost sold out every single show.
Wow,
And so
that's
that was
beautiful.
packed. It was awesome. So
That's
it's neat seeing
amazing.
Denver kind of rise like that. And
Definitely.
So it's awesome.
I feel like Albuquerque's right up there with Denver, right?
All right, cool. Well,
Definitely.
Danielle, thank you so
Great
much.
to
So
see
great
you
to see you.
again.
Thank
Yes, I'll see you later.
Okay, for sure. We got somebody else coming in here. Awesome. Well, come on in. So go ahead and slip those on so we can hear you. You can hear me.
There we
Now
go.
it's Monica, right?
Yes.
Hi, Monica. How are you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Baldonado.
What
Nice
is
to
your
meet-
name?
Patrick Baldonado. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, Monica, tell the good folks that are watching today, what do you do and who
So
are you?
I am the community relations for Star 88, 88.3 FM,
Wonderful.
and also I do advertising I sell advertising for KNKT Radio 107.1.
Wonderful. Radio.
Yes, and my name is Monica Griego. Yes.
Wonderful, Monica. Well,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. So,
Nice to meet you too.
a lot of things are coming out right now, and it's interesting because I always kind of, with TV and radio and some of these, how are we competing with the local technologies? Are the technologies that are really coming up when you've got all social media and all the other ways that people are doing business internet-wise? And are they tuning into the radio? Are they tuning into their Siri? Or where are they doing?
Well, actually, I just found out that 90% of people still listen to radio.
That's fantastic.
When you get into your car, what do? You turn on
Turn
your
on
radio.
radio.
Well, of course, people will turn on to XM,
Yeah.
whatever
Whatever.
those other stations
What-
are.
we don't want it. Let's
because
not
I
even
don't wanna
mention
say
them.
those.
No, we'll just stop.
But people do. 90% of people do listen to radio, and
Sure.
they do listen to local radio. And we are a local station.
Yeah.
We are all about New Mexico. Star 88 has translators throughout the state.
Mm-hmm.
So we reach a lot of people, and both KNKT and Star 88 are both in Albuquerque. We do the whole metro area. The great niche about our station is that people do not push button from one station to the other. They will stay tuned into one or the other station or both. And the thing about that is that they know that they are getting a positive
Sure.
message. Because we are Christian radio, we do want to let people know that they are here. We are here for them.
Well, and it's true. They're loyal listeners, isn't that?
Yes.
Right. I mean, they're amazing. So if you put the message out there, that's almost that they transfer trust from what their beliefs and what they're doing online to, or listening to actually the advertisers you bring on.
Exactly. And the people that we do put on, they know that they can trust them to go to them.
Sure.
For instance, if they want plumbing or if they want dental, they know that we put somebody on that's very trustworthy.
Well, I'll tell you, I actually did an ad once when I was in my banking years. But the very first ad run, I got a call for a business loan.
Did you really?
The
That's
very
great.
first ad run, and usually it takes a while, right? So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So no,
So can I mention a restaurant that I got or no?
absolutely, you could.
Okay.
This is your
Well,
segment. Here you go.
last year I put on Las Salitas.
Oh, fantastic.
They're off of Wantabo and Union School, I think.
Uh-huh.
The first person they got was a catering. And that paid for a couple of months of their advertising because it was a Christmas party. So they got a huge client to do catering, and that paid for their advertising right there.
Wonderful.
So, and then the same thing with Bosky Plumbing and Heating. They've got, actually, I'm using them right now in my house, but they have gotten so many calls from KNKT. So, yes, people do listen, and they do want to know that they have reputable businesses.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank
you coming on.
And what is your name again?
My name is Patrick Baldonado.
Patrick. I'm Monica Griego,
Thank you, Monica.
KNKT and Star. So, give me a call.
Wonderful. Pleasure
Okay.
to meet you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you too. Thank you. All right, I'm going to say something.
watch him call my name now.
All right. Go ahead and put your headphones on there. Wonderful, everybody. Just want to say hello again. I'm coming at you live, and I'm going to go ahead and say hello to all my friends out there that are watching on my live broadcast. So I'm going to interrupt 1 second. So we're doing a little live show here as well. But we want to let you guys know we're all here at the Jingle Mingle networking event here in Albuquerque. But I'm going to leave it on here so you guys can see what we're doing. Wonderful. Okay, so wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If you could please introduce to our audience who you are and who you work for, what you're doing here today. And
Wonderful. My name is Liz Sands, and I own
Wonderful,
a company
Liz.
called For Your Care in-home care.
Wonderful.
We take care of elderly people, disabled people, post-surgical patients in their homes.
Oh, wonderful.
And we do everything from companionship through end-of-life care.
So you got a big group of angels is what
We've
you
got
have.
a big group of angels, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yes.
you're so necessary. The aging population, everything we got going on right now, your industry is really exploding right now.
It's growing.
Out of necessity.
It is
We
growing.
need you really bad, so
And we've been in business for almost 20 years now.
that's fantastic.
And this is a company that my mother started actually in honor of her mother.
Okay, wonderful.
And 'cause we couldn't find care for her mother, so we ended up moving her to Albuquerque, and the only thing she wanted was to go back home,
Oh, okay.
which we couldn't provide. So that's why we do the service that we do now.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
it's great having somebody to provide that service. I know from, we've had an elderly that we had to care for as well, and ended up having to go the home route. But it's not easy, and
No.
so it takes a lot of work and it's a lot of effort. But to make that decision to have somebody else help care for a loved one is a big decision. So I commend you. And being in business for 20 years, obviously you're good at what you do.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you. We really enjoy it.
So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, my name is Liz Sands.
Okay,
and
Liz.
the name of the company is called For Your Care in-home care.
Okay.
And my number is 681-8180. Again, 681-8180.
Okay, Liz, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us today. We really
Appreciate
appreciate you coming on here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. You have a great. All right. There again, everybody, we're coming at you live from Exhibit. It's great event, Jingle Mingle. Every year is just an amazing event. So it's nice to have everybody come out. We usually get around 400 or 500 business members to come out here and mingle and have a good time. So it's great. They come out here. We're able to get a lot of people networking that don't normally network, which is great. The event is fun. It's lively. But having more of a social atmosphere kind of helps loosen things up a little bit. So I know DJ and her team does a great job putting that all together. So really appreciate DJ and her team out here. They're doing fantastic. So we're going to bring some more guests on board because we've got so many businesses that are just dying to tell you about themselves today. And we really want to make sure that they're featured. Get them on in here. If we could possibly get everybody, that would be a feat, but that's 500 some bodies we're going to have to get through here. I don't think we could do it, but we could get a little good handful of them. So very excited. So we can have our next guest come up. She can sit down. We'll get started with her. Oh, wonderful. Look who we've got coming on board. Oh my goodness, look at this lovely lady.
Hi, Patrick.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Wonderful. So if you can kind of let everybody know who you are and
Sure.
what you do and why you're here tonight.
Okay.
That'd be
well,
great
I
to
wouldn't
hear.
miss the Jingle Mingle for anything.
Oh, there you go.
DJ puts on a really good party. We know that. So
Yes, she does.
We came all the way from Valencia County. So
Oh, wonderful. From down
that's where
south.
Our business is down there.
How long have you
That's
been in
where we
Valencia
live down
County?
there. Almost 30 years.
Really? So-
Yes.
oh, you knew my father, Lawrence Romero, then.
Oh, yes. In
Yeah.
fact, he was on the corner of where our business is.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
He was kind of kitty corner across
Uh-huh.
the corner from the Valencia Flour Mill.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
used to be called the Corrales Roller Mill when my husband's dad was running it.
Oh, so much great history down through south. So it's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what are you doing there
my name
now?
is Kathy Cordova. My husband is Jose Cordova.
Oh, wonderful.
And he's the third generation miller
Oh, wow. Okay, fantastic.
over there. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
So what we're doing is not just making flour, but we do make the best flour.
You make
it has
flour.
flavor.
That's so cool.
We make it from New Mexican wheat up in Farmington.
Wow.
The NAPI, which is the Navajo Agricultural Products Industries, and it's NAPI for short.
Uh-huh.
They have a large 85,000 acre farm up there with many different products that they're making. They're growing. They're raising. Like
So is that where
cattle.
you're getting most of your
And
wheat
we
from?
get our wheat there exclusively there.
Wow, so New Mexico grown wheat.
Absolutely. And then we turn it into just add water, Valencia Sopapilla mix.
Oh, do you really? That's
And-
fantastic. Just
the
add
cool
water,
thing
Valencia
is-
Sopapilla mix.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. Yes.
So it's out in the grocery stores. It's in Walmart right now.
Uh-huh.
It's in Albertsons and Smiths and others.
Wonderful.
But we also sell mostly to restaurants because they, are the bigger establishment to buy.
Yeah, the bigger
larger-
consumers for sure.
Right.
Quantity is a good thing.
Right. And we sell in 25-pounders to them and
Right.
instead of 2-pounders. So
Right.
it all works well because
don't
the
know, I
trucks
can-
come up to our dock and they just load up.
Did you bring samples? Come
They're
on,
in
you
my
got-
husband's trunk always, but that's parked a good ways away. 'cause
Well, we
this
may have to
party's
walk out
popular.
together because I'm pretty excited that you guys have that
We'd be
product. so.
happy to bring it for you.
Well,
yes.
wonderful. Well, we thank you for coming on
We also
tonight,
make
yeah.
just add water fry bread mix.
Oh, wow.
Which is
Okay,
similar.
so
And the neat thing that I have to tell you today is that our product is going to be in Washington, D.C. as part of the New Mexico tree lighting ceremony
Oh, you're
on
kidding.
December 4,
Oh, how fun.
along with a lot of other authentic
Congratulations.
traditional
That's
products.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
congratulations.
it's going to be at the Capitol, the congressional reception at the U.S. Botanic Garden, and they're going to make apricot empanadas with it.
Really? So New
See.
Mexico will be represented
Absolutely,
for the
yeah.
tree lighting in Washington, D.C. because of your product. That's
and,
fantastic.
and other foods from New Mexico,
wonderful.
too.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
So we're happy to participate in that.
Congratulations.
Thank
Well,
you
so
so
glad you
much.
came on. Thank you so much.
Yes, Patrick.
Enjoy the event. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we got a few more interviews here. We're just getting to know a few people. Thank you so much, and thank you to her for coming on. Wow, what a great story. Yeah, that's good. Let's give those headphones back. Okay, we got her.
Don't want to run away with your stuff.
No, you did great. Good job. So yeah, we're still interviewing a lot of the businesses that are coming on. We got a couple more coming on up here. Come on up and join us. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So who we got coming up? Here we go.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good.
Good to
Hi.
see you. So let's go ahead and put those
Yes.
headphones on so you can hear me well. Hopefully everybody else can hear as well. All right. So can you hear me all right?
I can, yes.
You could. That's wonderful. So I see you got your beer with you. You're good. You're comfortable. Everything's good. So you having a good time tonight?
I
Tell
am.
everybody who you are and what you do for a living here.
My name is Mike. I'm with Sunrun Solar. I'm a regional sales manager for the solar division of Sunrun here in Albuquerque.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So Sunrun's been around for how long now here in New Mexico?
We've been here, it'll be 3 years in May.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
I know
but
a lot of solar is really picking up here. So
Yeah.
is there still the incentives coming through, or
There is. So the 30% federal tax incentive it's sunsetting. So next year it's going to be 26%, then go down to 22, and then it's going to
they're going to phase it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so now's the time to act,
Yep.
right? Is
That's
that what
our
you're saying?
our saying is the time for solar is now.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we all want to go solar. And I know it's interesting because I was looking at going solar too, but I thought, I'm thinking, end of world kind of scenario thing, anyways. We won't go there. But I was thinking if you're not, you have to always be plugged into the grid. Now, when you have an excess of power, it goes back into the grid. Is
Yeah.
that correct? So
Mhm.
if you can explain maybe a little bit how it works.
Yeah, so fun fact about that, people who go off grid, you do have to be grid tied in order to mortgage your property. So if you were ever going to sell your home, you would have to be tied directly to a utility if it's going to be bank financed.
Oh, gotcha.
So a lot of people don't
That's an
realize that.
interesting point, yeah, for
I ran
sure.
into a gentleman and he had gone off grid, totally set up his whole system, and P&M charged him $15,000 to get reconnected.
Wow, $15,000
Yeah,
to get reconnected.
in
Let's
order
do it.
for him to
Wow.
sell his
Well,
house.
That kind of kills your profit a little bit.
Yeah.
So here's another question. I know that now that was real popular. I was in banking, so I probably know this a little bit more than I should.
Yeah.
Just enough to get dangerous, right? the leasing side of it. Now that
Mhm.
was causing some issues with the sales of homes as well.
Yeah.
So when you own it versus lease it, how do you guys do that or get around that for somebody who's a homeowner who's thinking,
Sure.
oh my gosh, if I put this in, how can I get out of this house?
Yeah, so with Sunrun, we're completely different than what the norm is. So if you were to lease your system and you were to sell, let's say I was to buy your house, it's a simple single-page transfer of service.
Okay.
So I would just take over the lease payment for whatever term is left.
So would that
There's-
new buyer have to qualify for your transfer?
So you can go two ways. You can do a credit check for the new buyer, and there's no fee. If the new buyer says, you know what, I paid cash for this house, I don't want to run my credit, it's $250 transfer fee.
Oh, wonderful.
That's it.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah, but the credit check is a 99% pass
Sure.
because we don't hold any DTI for the transfer of the service.
Right. Well, because you're making up for it when they're paying utilities
Yeah.
anyways, right?
Yep.
So, no, that makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah, and
that's
it's
great.
the same thing for our purchase too. So we're unique in the sense that we do the same thing for the purchase. So if you're financing through the Loan Pal Bank, it would be the same process. It would just be a single transfer.
So what objection would somebody have to switching to solar, and why is not everybody on solar right
We're the second sunniest state, so why not, right?
Right? I mean,
So-
the solar farms. I just saw.
Yeah.
I was just reading about them wanting to float big, huge solar panels in the ocean to help solve a lot of the electricity
There's
issues.
so many different. There's
I mean,
so much
solar panels
technology
is the way to
out
go,
there.
right?
Yeah. So it's the solar has honestly been the best thing that I've done for my
clean
home.
energy is amazing.
Yeah, it's been great.
Good for
And-
the environment. Good to make you feel good about yourself and
Yeah.
what you're doing. And I mean, it's just important for all of us to be stewards of our
You know what's
of our planet. for
What's
sure.
funny is that a lot of people think that solar companies and PNM, the utilities, are against each other, but we actually help PNM, and PNM helps us.
Wonderful.
So we take pressure off the grid.
Uh-huh.
You see what's happening in California. Power lines, when there's no power going through them, they're like this, and as power goes through them, they start to dip
Okay.
because the energy that's conducted between the power lines weighs down the power lines. So the weight of the high energy usage starts to weigh down the power lines. So what's happening in California, it's the job of the energy companies to trim the trees. So when the power lines dip, they're not tipping the top of the trees and catching them on fire. And
wow.
so what PG&E and the rest of them were doing, it was cheaper to pay off these fines than it was for them to trim the trees.
We got Brad King just came on over here. Mr. King, how are you doing, sir?
All right.
All
How
right.
you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic. I think we're all having a
it's
great
good to
time.
see you.
Oh my gosh, the King has entered the building.
Yeah.
No, you've been in the building. Actually, you've been setting this up for quite some time.
What
now.
do you think?
I think it looks beautiful, sir. As always, you do an amazing job.
Cool.
So proud of you.
Visit with me when you're done.
Okay, my friend. Thank you so much.
So yeah, that's a little fun fact about renewable energy and the energy companies. So we help alleviate pressure off the grid because we're actually, the homes are controlling their own energy, so it's not flowing energy into the grid in the sense of where it's pulling power. It's actually giving power to the grid, so it's taking some of that lag and putting it back.
Wonderful. So that helps everybody.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Well, wonderful. That was educational. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. I know a lot
No
of people
problem.
have questions still, so it's
Tons.
nice to keep educating.
Yeah,
and that's really not sales; it's education, right?
That's what we try to tell people. We're not here to sell you a product. We're just here to educate you in the process. And if in the meantime you're interested, we'll sell it to you. But we're not going to pressure you into anything.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Real
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Let me
you
have
too.
your card too. while you're
Definitely.
here. Wonderful. Another great guest. Thank you so much. Let me see my. You got. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this back around here. All right, we got another guest coming up. This is Patrick Baldonado coming to you live from the Jingle Mingle. Just wanted to say hello to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got several different media outlets going right now. It's great to see everybody. Everybody's here having a great time networking. Exhibit does this every year, and every year it gets better and better. Excited that we're here. You're on. Good to see you. So are you excited to be here tonight?
I am. I'm very excited to be here tonight.
All right. You want to tell everybody who you are and what you do and speak right into that. There we
I'm
go.
Jennifer, and I'm from First Impression, and we are a printing company. We print everything from business cards, stationery, all the way to banners and any promotional items that you could think of.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, that's awesome. So why would somebody come to your business versus go into another printing business?
Well,
other than
because-
your personality?
We're family owned,
Okay.
veteran owned, Native American owned, and we are the only union print shop in New Mexico. So, unlike many other union print shops, we do have contracts with the Teamsters Union.
Okay, wonderful.
And so we do everything for all of the different unions in New Mexico. We even do some for Colorado Union.
Oh, wow. So you guys stay busy.
Yes, we are always busy.
Well, we were just talking about niches in business, and it sounds like you guys developed yours, so
Yes,
that's fantastic.
yeah, we definitely do. We are part of the family when it comes to the unions. We love to work with them.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. It's really nice.
Thank you.
How could somebody get a hold of you if they wanted to get service from you?
So you can call us. Our number is 505-255-6321, or you can find us on Facebook at First Impression Inc.
First Impression Inc.
Yes,
on
sir.
Facebook. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Real
having
pleasure
me.
meeting you. Thank
Nice
you so
meeting
much.
you as
Okay.
well.
Enjoy the event.
Thank you.
So there again, guys, coming at you live here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, here at the Jingle Mingle event, which is great. It's kind of a wonderful way to celebrate and business, what's going on here. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I know we got a lot going on out there. But appreciate everybody tuning in on several different media stations here. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys getting on. But we are going to be talking to a few more business owners. Come on in here. You've got to get in here, Patricia. Put your head. Get those on. I'm so excited. Look who just joined us.
How are you?
Good to see you. It's been forever.
Good to be seen.
You can put those headset on. Okay, can you hear me a little bit better now?
I hear you very well.
Wonderful. Yes, we got so much noise going on there. We got to do that. So we're live here with me. We're live here with the Luis's event as well. So, and we're here at Exhibit It. Another year, another thing. It's great to see you. How's your year been? How are things going?
Fantastic. I am so proud to say that we are into our 6th year of the Youth Entrepreneur Program at Atrisco Heritage Academy.
Wow, the Youth Entrepreneur, that's okay.
Yes.
Educating kids on how to build a business and create jobs instead of being a consumer of jobs, that does my heart so good. So I really appreciate everything you guys are doing with.
Well, and I want to tell you that Luis Hernandez today was one of our special speakers.
Oh, wonderful.
He just hit it out of the park with those students. They really related to him. That's why I wanted him there. I've always had a special love, affinity for Luis, who doesn't.
Right.
But I think more importantly, this program, sponsored by Albuquerque Economic Development, Cynthia Renee Trujillo.
Oh, yeah.
And Albuquerque Hispano Chamber and other businesses, including Albuquerque Atrisco Academy.
Sure.
It's been going on for 6 years, and we have 60-plus students, juniors and seniors, every year in the program.
That's wonderful. Now you're starting to see some of the successes come around, which is exciting. I know, because we had started Warehouse 508, and we're involved in that whole project, but it was neat seeing the successes come out.
Yes.
When you say somebody who actually made it and they're doing really well, it does your heart so good, and it's just so nice to be part of that, and then allow that kind of activity to happen because you made the decision to get involved and make something happen for people.
Well, Luis today partnered with us to put the blog on the website, on the actual program that he runs. So we'll be seeing the results of that as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
That's great.
Well, so good to see you, Patrick.
So good to see you.
Thank you for the
so much.
opportunity.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you or find out a little bit more about the program, how do they do that?
PLC Enterprises. It's a Hispano Chamber member for 32 years. Just look up in the directory or look at me in line.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Thank you,
much. So good to
Patrick.
see you. It's
Appreciate
been too long.
Oh, yes. God
okay,
bless
thank
you.
you. God bless you too. All right, wonderful. You're hearing it. Just some great people here tonight. I'm just really, my heart is full. A lot of great people. So nice to go ahead and interview all these wonderful people. Thank you so much. We're going to be continuing our live coverage here. So you guys, it seems like what we're doing now. So we're going to be continuing our live coverage of this great event, Jingle Mingle. We're trying to get a couple more businesses over here and get ourselves through this, and as many as we can to get them on board. That'd be great. So let me see if I can get a couple more. So let's see. Yeah, well, they're all standing around here and they all want to get them on, but that's all right. We'll get them on board here, guys. All right, we need another guest. All right, there we go. Come on in here. Come on. Now this is on video. We're going to talk about your business a little bit. Get on in here. We're going to tell people what you do.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Right? Which one do you want to talk about, right? Let's get that headset on and we'll have a discussion.
Just a discussion.
All right, we got a video right behind your head right there too. So we go right over there. Perfect. You guys come on, scoot on in there together. Wonderful. Well, welcome. You can hear me well, right?
I can hear you.
Fantastic.
I can hear you well.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Glad you guys came out tonight.
Yeah,
a lot of people tonight, right? It's a great event.
It's a great event. Yeah, definitely.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What business do you want to talk about? And tell everybody a little bit what you're doing.
Okay, so the business I want to talk about is I'm part of the Accident and Injury Clinic of Albuquerque.
There we go. Good.
So I'm part of the Accident and Injury Clinic of Albuquerque.
Okay.
So what we do is we do chiropractic. So
Okay.
if you're involved in a car accident or on-the-job injury or whatever, we just take care of all your medical needs and get you back to health and back to healing.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you guys stay pretty busy then?
We stay pretty busy, definitely. We have 2 locations. We have one off of Montgomery and then one off of Coors and Tower.
Okay, wonderful. So if somebody wants to come see you, you guys accept major insurances. How do they come see you? What do they need to do?
Yeah, usually what we do is, of course, we accept all insurances for the accident. So if you are involved in an accident, basically you can look us up, and if you need any information or whatever, we're always there to help you out, give you supply you with all the information you need to get you back to health and back to feeling well.
Wonderful. Well, that's great. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you? And let everybody know how to reach you.
So you could reach me.
Sure.
My name is Leroy Gutierrez. You can reach me at 505-614-5216. And once again, it's the Accident and Injury Clinic of Albuquerque.
Wonderful. Thank you, Leroy. Are you guys on social media as well?
We are. Yes, we're on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah, so you could find us on Facebook as well.
So you guys have a business page on Facebook?
Yes, we do.
Well,
We
wonderful.
sure do.
Go ahead and check out his business Facebook, and if you guys ever need him, there he is. He's there to help. So.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. Enjoy the event.
All right. Definitely. Good times.
Hey, thank you. Get Michael in here. Michael, get in here. Oh, my gosh. If it isn't the man himself, what are you doing? Michael, good to see you. Get that headset on so you can hear me. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, my gosh. It's been too long.
It has
How you been, my friend?
Very well, actually.
All right.
Working away.
So, Michael, I know who you are. I
Yes.
mean, I'm a huge fan of you and everything that you do. But if you want to let everybody know a little bit about yourself and what you do for this great community.
So I actually own New Mexico's only fully automated day spa. It's called DOS Spa. We actually offer spa services, youth services. We pretty much do almost everything.
Oh God, you got some really cool stuff in
Yes.
there. I've been in there and it's been amazing. So
Yeah.
I miss it. I haven't gone back. I need to go back because I miss you guys tremendously.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since you've been in, and
Yeah.
I know you actually used to come in with your wife as well too. So
Right, we'd go in and we do the
Hot Works.
yoga, the Hot
Yes.
Works. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, that was so amazing. If you guys have never tried Hot Works yoga, it's
Yes.
it's a sweat box. You're working hard and it's so effective. I mean, you really get the benefits right away, right?
Yeah, so the whole idea is that you're actually only in there for 30 minutes, and it's a 3D instructor, so you actually follow a video. There's 8 different classes you can choose from, but the whole idea is that you are in there, again, a third of the time, and you burn just as many calories that you would in a traditional 90-minute hot yoga class.
That's amazing. And
So-
for me, that's important because I just don't have any time, man.
Yes.
I really don't.
That's what the concept is actually made for the everyday person, the person that doesn't have time to go out and spend 2 or 3 hours at the spa, a week. You could actually come in and do 2 or 3 services a day, and you're only there for an hour and a half.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And then you do the massage afterwards. Which
Yes,
is
the
great,
hydro
so-
massage. I love that thing. That's like my all-time favorite service is the hydro massage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's fun. So it's really nice having that everything there. So thank
Yeah.
you so much. I appreciate all you're doing. But
No
it's
problem.
really good to see you. You
Thank
guys
you
running
too.
any specials or anything anybody knows about?
We do have some Black Friday specials.
Okay, that's coming up, huh?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Black Friday's coming up.
It's actually my birthday too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Black Friday's
Happy
my birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, so it's fun to get to split it with that or share it with everyone else.
Well,
that's
they
gonna
just
be
all
out
shop for
shopping.
you then,
yeah,
right?
Right. Yeah.
It's like, you get some great
So-
specials for me.
Yes,
Here's
I'm a
my
size
list.
32. Just kidding.
That's right. And we got go
That's
get
funny.
it, guys. Go get it.
That's funny. So, but yeah. So
Wonderful.
yeah, there's specials actually start on Thursday. So
Anyone that you can leak out, or are you saving the big surprise for Black Friday?
So there's going to be some new member discounts. So
Okay.
just maybe extending out the first draft date. We're not really sure yet, and
Yeah.
then actually doing half off on add-ons. So yeah, like $12.50 to add on a person per month. So
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah, it's a great deal.
Oh
So,
wow, that is a good
yeah,
deal.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to go see you guys on Black Friday.
Maybe you should.
All right, Michael. Good to see you
Yeah, you
always,
too.
sir.
Have a good
Take
one.
care of yourself. Thank you.
You too.
All right, we'll bring up the next guest. All right. I don't know, Perp, you want to come talk about your music? You want to come in as a guest? Come on in here. Let's see. You gonna come in here? Okay, we got Roger. Come on in here, Roger. Put the headset on for you, sir. Roger, how you been? Man, it is good to see you. It has been forever, I tell you.
It has been.
Seems like it, right?
Yeah, what you been up to?
Well, man, building an empire, right? I'm just trying to build a magazine.
Trying
It's
to.
been a lot of work, man. Yeah, but we're doing good. We're doing
That's
really
real good.
So, living a life of passion now, I think, more than anything else is really good.
I think that's what you have to do what we do.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Because, you wake up early, stay up late. miss time with your family. I think that in order to do that, you have to live that life of passion.
You do, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and what maybe you could do for a business owner out there who needs some help.
So my name is Roger Gallegos. I own Beacon Marketing. I started it in the spring of 2017, and essentially I approach marketing from a different perspective. I really try to go for the results based. I don't sit there and say, let me work by hours or promise outlandish things. I say, what does your business need, and let's work towards that.
Wonderful. So do you do a lot of graphics design work? What do you do? How do you do all your marketing? Is it...
It's pretty much whatever the person needs. So yeah, some of my clients rely on me for graphic design. Some rely on me for social media management or copy creation, or I even do some video content. What I really love doing, and it's kind of where it starts, is strategy development.
Wonderful.
Because I feel everything begins with strategy. If you have a good strategy, you're going to be able to accomplish good things.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so, it's intentional, right? Everything that you do is intentional.
Actually, I say that. That's one of my things is marketing with intent.
Right.
Because the phrase I like to say is empty calorie marketing. And that's when you just do marketing and you say, I want to put out a Facebook post, or I'm going to send out this email, and there's no purpose behind it. There's no a bigger scheme or grand strategy involved in it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And people need to understand that, and that developing a strategy around that is where they need you. They really need
exactly,
that help.
And it takes a little time and energy, and sometimes even money up front, but you get that back in the long run because you're not wasting your time doing random acts of marketing and doing all these crazy things that just end up draining your time, energy, and money.
Right. No, that makes sense. And having an expert or coach or somebody on hand is just crucial in any kind of a business environment, but it's definitely nice to have it in the marketing branding section. I work with a lot of models, a lot of things that we do, but for them to build individual brands, it's not easy. I mean, everything that you do around trying to build a brand and market yourself it's got to be strategic, and that really needs a lot of help.
It's got to be strategic, and a lot of times it just takes effort and time.
A lot of work.
But if you put that strategy forward, that it's really like I say. It's like laying your roadmap, and that's why I say I have a program called the Map to Success. So I say, let's find your map to success.
Wonderful. So if somebody was going to get together with you and want to hire you for services, how would they get a hold of you, Roger?
You can email me, Roger, R-O-G-E-R, at beaconbusinessmarketing.com. Best way to get a hold of me.
Is that the best way, email? Or do you have anything on social media or anything that maybe somebody wants to do?
Email is probably the best way. You can contact me on Instagram at Beacon Business.
At Beacon Business on Instagram.
Yeah.
So at Beacon Business on Instagram, and you also have your email address too. So repeat that one more time in case somebody really needs to get a hold
Roger,
of you.
Roger, R-O-G-E-R, at Beacon Business Marketing.
Wonderful, Roger. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
your
much.
time tonight. Thank you. Let's get Monica on here. This is going to be an interesting interview. I love Monica. We're going to get her in here as well. So get on in here, Monica. We're put the headset on. I know you got that beautiful hat, so I need to hear you. So if you can put those headphones on.
Headphone.
Right there.
Okay.
Wonderful. Let's see if we can get you in there.
Speaking nice and slow.
Oh, we got you.
Slow-mo.
We got you. So.
Oh, I can't put it over my hat.
I know. You're going to have to put it like underneath your hat or right. There we go. Wonderful. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can hear me now. Wonderful,
yeah.
Right? Okay. So Monica, I've known Monica for years. I love her to death. She's an amazing person, a great business.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
A great business mind, and she's got such an inventive personality. I love what she puts together. I had the privilege of photographing your new space. I'm going to have you talk about that. That was really fun, and I work with a lot of models, so photographing a building to me and looking at it the way I was looking at it was unique because the building is gorgeous. There's a lot of really pretty things that are coming out of that building. So can you tell everybody who you are, what you do, and how they can find or maybe benefit from what you're offering?
Well, you're so sweet, Patrick. I really did enjoy the photography shoot. I liked all the angles that you got, and I wanted something authentic.
Yeah.
That people would look at it and say, "Oh, that's what the place looks like."
Right.
And so we have a lot of small businesses, and we're creating a boutique, harmonious environment where people can grow their businesses, and they can start out for as little as $200 a month, and then sometimes people will grow into a larger space, or they'll take a couple spaces. For me, it's really exciting to provide a good environment for people to grow and prosper. And I think that's what we all want to do. We want to prosper, but I get to watch this prosperity through the service that I create, which is supporting all the tenants, which I really love because it's super rewarding. I actually just texted one of the new tenants. I had a 5 text and I sent it to him, and it was like, "Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monica." So, and that was just that day, and it's like an immediate gratification for me to know that I've helped somebody solve their problems.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I get to bring my dog to work.
Which is a cutie. I did get some good pictures of your dog, too.
Smokey. I noticed you took him on the slime. I tell him he's big, black, and beautiful. He's my main man.
Oh, no.
And he knows it. He snorts afterwards. He's like, yeah, that's true. He's in the car right now. I wanted to bring him. I'm glad I didn't bring him in because there's so many people. But he's super well behaved. But what's really cool about the place, it's right next to Candelaria and Carlisle. It's right next to both freeways, so it's really easy access.
That's a busy intersection, so a lot of people will see the signage you have out front and know exactly where you're at, which is, I think, is amazing.
Thank you.
That's good. Location in real estate. You guys got a great location.
Oh, definitely, because it's just everything happens so fast, and you want to get from one place to another quickly. So the freeway, I'm from LA, so I love freeways.
Yeah.
But we do have signage available
Unless
too.
you're from Denver, don't go to Denver freeways.
Denver reminds me so much of LA.
it's so they just need bigger freeways, and they just they can't do it.
I think people, they need to carpool more.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, make it practical. I mean, some people, it's not practical for people who don't have any money, so they do it. Or it is you know, like you see, like
come on,
cars that are full.
We need flying cars. That's what we really need, right?
Well, yeah, that would be,
kidding.
especially with the beautiful skies that we have here.
Right.
I mean, it'd be very cool. But we do have signage available on the outside that is extra. But it's like 25 to 30,000 cars that drive by every day. I was stunned. I was
wow,
like
25 to 30,000 cars that drive a day. That's great.
I was like, one time when I wasn't busy, I just stood outside and I was like, wow, this is a lot of cars, you know? And so I looked it up.
That's great. Well, and if you look at any kind of major, like they have the McDonald's just down the way, I mean, those businesses don't go in unless there's traffic to support it. So Starbucks, McDonald's, all those.
T-Mobile.
They have to get approved in those locations because of the amount of traffic that comes through.
Yeah.
So your traffic location is fantastic.
Yeah, I feel there's a lot of really interesting stuff around there. I'm from the west side, and so I've been learning a lot about the area, and it's just it's really it's cosmopolitan, like the rock climbing gym, Stone Age,
right? Yeah,
and the green jeans.
Yes, green jeans. Oh yeah. So
I heard they're going to build a new one too.
Oh really?
Soon, but so there's a lot of stuff that's really close by, and a lot of blossoming businesses.
Wonderful.
So
if somebody has a business, it's in their home, and they want to legitimize or put some kind of a storefront or get a professional location, yours is a great solution for them because of the price break. How can they get a hold of you and do that, or at least explore the options?
Well, you can text me at 505-550-6352.
You want to repeat that one more time?
505-550-6352.
Wonderful.
It's Carlisle Office Suites, and we are on Facebook as well. You can check out our good reviews on Google.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with how to spell Carlisle, maybe you can spell that for
I
me?
know. It is a challenge. Carlisle
Carlisle Business Suites.
Office Suites.
Office Suites. Carlisle Office Suites. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, this is a really loud environment, and there's a lot of people here. It's nice to see this prosperity going on here. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you made it out tonight.
I know. You called me last minute. I'm good to go. You know that.
You always show up, Monica. And
I love
you show up with
Patrick.
class. It's
You're
wonderful.
awesome.
You too. Thank you so much. And we'll talk here real soon.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. All right, that was Monica. I love her to death. So great to see you, Monica. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, well, I have a special treat for you since I'm, kind of doing the show here, right? So, this kid comes to you live. He's not a kid anymore. He's a man. He's a blossoming man. He's actually really done well. He keeps growing his music, and he's kind of come back with a raging vengeance from Atlanta. Now he's gotten himself ready to go. I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about what his vision is, where his music's going, and because it's nice to have a young one here that's really entrepreneurial. This kid really is entrepreneurial. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to Perp. So Perp, you want to tell everybody who you are, what you do, and
yeah. What's up? It's I'm Perp with Perp Music. I'm out here, born and raised out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's my hometown. I was out in Atlanta for a little bit, and short trip because I had an injury, had broken my ankle, so it was a little setback. Before that, I've been doing music for a few years. I wrote the song, the anthem for the Duke City Gladiators. So I've had some involvement with the community for sure. I'm always out here trying to network for sure and meet new people always. But
yeah, the professional football arena, you brought that up. You did the Gladiator anthem, which was an amazing anthem. It was cool chant. It was kind of like that good old Queen feel, like "We will rock you" kind of thing. It was really cool. And then you also did one for the Santa Ana Stars. So when the Stars were up and running, that indoor arena football team as well, you were performing that. You also did "I'm a Star," right? Was the
I did the anthem for the Stars, and Mix of Stars were rancher out there, so it was cool.
It was just kind of fun having that kind of venue to do that. So sorry to interrupt you, but
no, definitely. I enjoy writing anthems. I'm a songwriter, so I love doing that, and so. But with the new things I've got going on is, like I said, I'm coming back hard, and I got some new things going on for my music with new sounds, and I'm kind of stepping more like how I always followed is rock and pop. So I'm trying to aim that way. I'm a singer, so it's cool though. I got some real good images and ideas, and it's gonna be real cool when it comes to 2020. But I'm excited for sure. At least to talk about it a little bit and share it.
Oh yeah, wonderful. I mean, it's cool seeing you evolve because you always have been a fighter, which is kind of neat to see you. Seems like when you get kicked, you come right back running hard. So I don't know if that's a family trait or if it's just something that's just deep in that gut. But that's good to see you really evolving with your music and stepping up and leveling up. And in our industry and entertainment and what we do, I'm in fashion. It's about how hard you keep scratching to the top to get there, and you got to work your butt off to get up to the top. So I commend you on your work ethic. You've really stuck with it.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. It's the music industry, the entertainment industry, all that. It's definitely the jungle out here. It's
not for the weak, man. That's
not
for
the
sure.
Weak, yeah, not for sure.
And if you're gonna make it, maybe that's something we need to talk about. What about you give some words of encouragement to upcoming artists that are maybe get a chance to see this, or maybe their parents are seeing it and they want to steer them? What would you recommend? Is it an industry you want to get into? Is it something that maybe what would they have to do to maybe even break in?
I'm still working on breaking myself in, but I definitely have met with top A&Rs, record label execs, and I've done showcases in front of a lot of people, and so I've met some people, from the words from them and everything that they said. What I've learned is you got to be persistent for sure. Some people hit it overnight, most people don't, and it takes years, and it's something I've learned. I thought I was gonna make it 2 years or something starting. I'm already here like 6-7 years now, but
Right.
I'm still fighting myself as an artist. It's not easy, but pick up a book, educate yourself. The music industry, like I said, it's hard, and it's not easy, but if you work hard enough and look for the right answers, and it's really who you know too. So get out of your house and your city or whatever it takes to meet the people that you need to meet in person.
Well, and that's what's interesting because it's a good point. You're here at a business networking event. You don't see rappers at a business networking event or musicians or artists. I mean, this is interesting that you're actually, you've got that full roundedness. You care about your community. You're here in New Mexico stepping it up, and it's nice to kind of show your face out there. So that's being a steward of your local community, and I commend you for that as well.
Yeah, it definitely feels good to be back out here for sure.
Cool. And a lot of people recognize you. They know who you are. Definitely, Perps put his time into this community, which has been fantastic, and that's what you got to do. If you're performing in LA, you're performing in Atlanta, wherever you're coming from, you're taking from that community. You got to give back, and so it's always nice to kind of see artists willing to step up and do that. And you've done that for the indoor football leagues, all the stuff that you've done, and you're definitely stepping up for the community out here. So I hope that they respect and see and view that. Not everybody always kind of appreciates all the extra work that goes into some of this stuff, but I know, and I've seen your work ethic, and I really appreciate everything that you've done. I think it's fantastic.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So wonderful. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Perp. Appreciate the interview, and good luck to you. And are you dropping an album here anytime soon? Because you were working on some recordings there at Rio Grande Studios and teaming up with them. What do you guys have on the horizon? Because that's kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah. Can't say too much.
All right.
I am thinking. Well, I can tell you it's going to be a 2-song EP.
Okay, wonderful.
and so it'll be dope, and it'll be coming 2020.
Well, I got to hear it, and wow, it's intense. It's really good. I mean, it's definitely a little bit different than what I've heard you do before,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's really good. So definitely comes from the heart.
If anyone likes, want to hear my music, you can check me out at perpmusic.com. So I got new merchandise launching and everything. So it's been
Okay,
pretty
so
dope.
perpmusic.com is the best way for somebody to get a hold of you, right?
Oh, yeah, perpmusic.com.
Perpmusic.com. And can you be found on social media now as well?
Yeah, on social media, Spotify, iTunes, all that, and all that is plugged into my website at perpmusic.com for sure.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you, Perp. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Yep.
Hope everybody go check out his music, guys. It's legit. He's also got a couple of videos out there that were fantastic as well. So I know I will not say it was a great video as well. And then also I Like It Like That was a great video production that you did out here locally and worked with some local dancers and choreographers to make that happen. It was amazing. So thank you so much. Appreciate
Awesome.
all you're doing.
Thanks.
All right. We can bring on our next guest. That'd be fantastic. Come on. All right, we got one more. Let's see if we can get any more brave souls to come on over here and talk to me. We're going to be cutting off our program here pretty shortly. So if we can, we need a guest. There we go. If you want to jump on in there, it'd be great. Go ahead and put that headset on.
Okay. I've never done this, so.
All right. Well, wonderful. Well, welcome. All right, you're already doing great. So, everybody, we're here again, coming at you live. Kind of cool. I just had a package of the flour. This is local flour for sopapillas. So, guess we're making sopapillas tonight.
Make me one while you're on.
Right. So, if you tell everybody what you do, who you are, and why you're here tonight. I mean, really, this is a great event. It's great to have business people out here.
Yeah, my name's Charity Cunningham, and I work for Farm Bureau Financial Services. I'm an insurance agent. I do anything from home, auto, life, annuities, 401ks, retirement planning, wealth management. I have a whole team that does fun stuff like that. To a lot of people, it's not fun. To me, it's fun.
That's wonderful. So it's your agency? Is
It's
that
my agency. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So as an entrepreneur, you own your own agency with
Yes,
Farmer, right?
yeah.
Well,
I worked in the industry for 13 years with other agents and with the corporate. I said, you know what, I'm going to give myself a shot and try to see if I could do this on my own. And I've been doing it now for 6 months, and I love it.
So maybe this is a little bit more information you want to give, but did you buy a book of business to come in, or did you bring in your own?
I'm
you've
starting
already built
from
it.
scratch.
Wow,
Yep,
so organic
from
growth.
Zero.
That's
from
great.
Zero, so anything
So
I get it's all mine.
So it's
yeah.
about keeping those clients
It's
as
about
well,
building
right?
building my book and keeping
it.
them. Mhm,
That's right.
Keeping my clients.
So that's fantastic. So really, you're talking retention.
Exactly.
So one thing to sell, one thing to keep it, and it seems like it's always the battle in sales is how do we keep our current customers happy when we're trying to get new ones in the door.
Yeah.
So it's a hard balance.
Yeah. And that's one of the good things. I was with all the other agents I worked for, that's one of the things I was just amazing at. They were like, you're great at retention. And I was like, if I can sell too. I just am not out in the field doing it. So I'm going to take a shot and do it. So yeah, retaining them's not, so I give great customer service. I'm pretty much available 24/7. So that's the other funny thing,
Is that a good thing? Is that
I know.
healthy? I don't know. Come on.
I don't know if it's healthy. Right now.
I did that as a banker for
Yeah.
25 years. It's hard. I know it's not.
I've learned at certain times, by about 10 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it on Do Not Disturb, and 6 in the morning, I'll start again, But I've learned to set boundaries, because at first it was just like, I'll take whatever, whenever you call me, I'm available. And I was like, okay, I got a family at home. I got to step
and for the
back
most
a little
part,
bit.
for the most part, your clients are really they find it valuable, so
Well,
they
yeah.
don't really bug you unless they're like it's not really
That's
bugging
just
unless
it.
it's like an
That's
emergency or
just it.
something's
If it's
really
an emergency,
necessary.
That's why I don't mind them. That's
Sure,
why I'm like,
sure.
no one will ever call me at 10 o'clock at night to be like, hey, is my bill due? It's more of a.
I remember getting that call as a banker. I did the same thing. I get the call, and I was on vacation in the hotel in a resort. Really cool.
my
I was so happy. Woke up and I got this emergency call from one of my customers. Of course, I was happy to take it and take care of him. But that makes the difference. If you're willing to actually make that difference,
Yeah.
and he never forgot it. He was my customer for years because of that.
Customer service is the key to keeping
It
any
is.
client.
When you build a relationship. It's a relationship.
Building a
It's
relationship,
a relationship
and
business, for sure.
especially with insurance, you get so personal. You get we get so much information about you that it's
Like I didn't want to know that much about
but,
you.
But at the same time, that's why it builds that friendship, that relationship. I feel
That's
like
right,
they're more
sure.
family than than just a client, you know.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
yeah, it's fun. It's been fun so far. So this is my first marketing event, so this is really interesting to
Oh,
do. Yeah.
wonderful. Well, we wish you the most success you can have as a farmer, as an agent. That's great. So
Thank you.
congratulations
All
on
right.
your business, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Patrick. It was
Wonderful
nice
talking to you as well.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
If anybody can get a hold of you, because maybe they need
yeah, yeah.
services, right?
Yes, right.
So if they just bought a new car, they got a
Anything.
house, they want a new quote, maybe they're thinking, man,
Yep.
I'm just paying too much for insurance. How do I do this? How do they get a hold of you?
You can get. I'm on the Farm Bureau FBFS.com.
FBF?
Yes, Farm Bureau Financial Services.
FBFS.
.com, and you could search for the agent, or you could. I have my own website, but I don't know it off the top of my head because it's Charity Cunningham at FBFS.agents. You know, so it's kind of long. But if you just get to the FBFS page.
Are you guys on social media?
I am personally. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn, so you can find me also on
wonderful.
any social media
Okay,
too.
wonderful. Well, you guys heard it, so go ahead and check her out. But thank you so much.
Thank you,
Again,
Patrick.
thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, we're coming at you guys live tonight from the Jingle Mingle business event. We have, close to 500 people here, which has been great. Wow, they're kind of everybody out here. Let me give you guys a bird's eye view. And I know that Luis has got some other stuff, but we definitely got a full house here tonight. We have another guest? Yay, we got another guest. Come on in. So we're wonderful. Well, welcome. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Doing great. I'm Patrick.
Shanice.
Nice to meet you. Shanice, you want to tell everybody, who you are and what you do and
Definitely.
why you're here tonight?
Yeah. So my name is Shanice Doyle. I'm with ABQ Barkeeps. Sorry.
ABQ
My name is Shanice Doyle.
Barkeeps?
Yeah, I'm with ABQ Barkeeps. We do mobile bartending services all across the state of New Mexico and in
Okay,
southern
cool.
Colorado. Here at the event tonight, we're actually running the non-alcoholic bar. So we have a couple of our lemonades that we actually feature and make up. A blueberry lavender lemonade and then a sweet as a peach iced tea.
Oh,
and then
wow.
just some soft drinks. But we can run that as well as full-on bar for any event that you would need. Anniversaries, weddings, kind of anywhere you would need a bartender to pop up, we can do that for you.
So why would somebody need to hire a bartender at their private event?
That's a great
a good
question.
question, right?
Yeah, definitely. There can be events sometimes that there's some kids there that you want to maybe make sure that there's no underage drinking going on. Another thing is moderation. Guests tend to always drink a little bit better when there's somebody who's behind the counter making sure that they can really have another drink and if they should have another drink. So really for your own guest safety and your safety and ease of being the host to make sure that your party won't get too out of control.
Is there any liabilities maybe that helps protect some people from?
It does, definitely. So as our bartending services actually comes with a $1 million host liquor liability insurance. So anytime we're actually pouring, we have you kind of covered in the background if there were to be some kind of scenario that happens. There's other liabilities that you can buy or liability insurance you can buy for the night of. But as long as ABQ Barkeeps is actually serving your party, we come with that liability already.
Yeah, that's right. So wonderful. So yeah, thank you so much. So if somebody was trying to get a hold of your services, maybe they're planning a lot of holiday parties coming up.
A
I mean,
lot.
you guys are probably booked solid
We are
already.
getting very booked for Christmas already.
Yeah, so if somebody needs to get a hold of you and they need a bartender, they need some services, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, definitely. So we're on all the different social media sites. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. So if those are people's best way to reach out, they can do that. We can also be reached by phone. Our phone number is 505-900-4456. And then email is just abqbarkeeps@gmail.com. We have a pretty fast turnaround time. It's a husband and wife run business, and so we make sure that our clients feel like they're special in that too.
Wonderful. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Appreciate you guys so much. Wonderful. You heard that. That's important services to have. So thank you again, you guys tuning in. For everybody just tuning in here, we're reporting live from the Jingle Mingle. Oh, wow. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. This is not a beer. Okay, it's a beer. That's all right. I'm going to have a drink real quick. Here you go. Cheers, everybody, to the holidays coming up. Cheers to you.
Oops.
Thank you, sir. All right. I don't think I was supposed to do that because this is a business show, but that's okay. Hey, it's the holidays. We're taking care of. We're being wise. But I want to go ahead and introduce you. So actually, you introduce yourself and let everybody know a little bit who you are and why you're here tonight. So your name and what your company is and.
Okay, my name is Rachel, and I work for Friday Networking Lunch. Don't mind the voice. I've been yelling over the music.
All right, if you speak a little bit closer to the microphone. we'll do-
Okay.
Perfect.
Is that better? Okay, so my name is Rachel, and I work for Friday Networking Lunch. So we
Wonderful.
are in networking. We're the premier networking organization. We orchestrate face-to-face business lunches for the purpose of building strong business relationships. Obviously, people are going to do business and refer business to those that they know, like, and trust. So that
Get to know the people you're doing business with.
absolutely.
Right?
Well, get to know them, get to figure out if you like who they are, if they have good moral code, if
Sure.
if they're trustworthy, if you would send your family to them, if you would send your friends to them. So absolutely, and that's very important in business. Somebody usually needs to see or meet somebody or see your thing at least 7 times before you actually start to be remembered in their brain as somebody who.
Sure.
So having lunch with them, breaking bread, and just having a good meal and talking about your interests and your likes is just a great way to build strong relationships.
Oh, wonderful. Now, that brings up a good point, because a lot of people come to an event like this like, oh, I just saw the same people again and again. It's a great thing to see the same people over and over again, because you build and solidify relationships. And it's important to bridge that gap of know, like, and trust, or you're never going to get a referral.
Absolutely.
So, yes, thank God you're seeing people you see every time, and they're happy to see you, right? If you see them and they run away, then you probably got an issue.
Yeah, that only happened. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that happens sometimes.
It does happen.
But,
some people just, some people should not be
they're
in
not
business.
your tribe, though. Those aren't your tribe, and those aren't the people that, you know.
You don't do
so.
business with everybody. That's true. You got, what, 500 people in this room here? How many are clients, right? So you got to sit there and work with the people that you vibe with real well and that you work with, because you're going to be in a relationship with those people, hopefully for years.
Yes, exactly. That is the, excuse me, I've been yelling over the music all day, sorry. That is the purpose of it. So yes.
Friday networking lunch, the premier luncheon, right?
The premier
I like
business
using
networking
the premier. I love that word. So that gets me excited. So if you guys, how do they find you, or how do they get a hold of you to get part of become part of the premier lunch experience?
You can go to our website at www.gofnl.com. If you are interested in attending a lunch, just hit attend the guest table. If you're interested in checking out our members, just go to our member list. We have articles. We have all kinds of member marketing.
Oh, wonderful.
All kinds of things on there. So yes.
Really catering to help those members grow. So that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Well, wonderful. Well, we appreciate you coming and stopping by and telling everybody about what you're doing. So thank you. My name is Patrick Baldonado.
Well, thank you, Patrick, for having me.
You bet. Thank you. Appreciate you being on. All right. Well, Dana ran away real quick. That's funny. What are you guys in here? Come on. I haven't talked to you guys in forever. What's going on, my friends? Good to see you. Hey. Oh, look at this. Look at this motley crew. I love these guys. You guys are amazing. Good to see you. Let's put a headphone on.
Do I put this on?
You put that on. You actually put that on. This is professional. All right.
Wow, man.
So let's go ahead and turn that microphone. You know how to run a mic. Come on. Come on. I know you do.
I'll try not to. I'll try to keep the language from it.
Okay. Well, this is an HBO live event.
HBO live. All right.
That's right. From hilarious boys of Albuquerque, HBO. Just kidding. Oh, sorry. HBOA. Anyways, so go ahead and tell everybody who you are and what you do, and appreciate you coming in. Why you're at this networking event tonight.
Patrick.
Yes.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you so much.
Right on, man. Thanks for having me on board.
Well, thank you.
This is neato.
Awesome.
Wow. We're here for the free wine.
Oh.
And popcorn.
Free wine and popcorn.
And it just so happens we're bumping into all kinds of cool people like your son.
Yeah. Isn't he amazing?
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to finding out more about his musicianship.
Oh yeah, he's legit. He's the real deal.
That's where my heart's at.
Oh, amen.
We had a little chat earlier, and it's really nice to meet him.
Oh, wonderful. That's
very cool.
That does my heart well. Thank you.
Right on. Well, that's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. So, do you want to say anything to the public out there? I know it's we got a lot of people watching here tonight, so we're on a watch party live. And
you're on a watch
so we got live here, we got live here, we've got live over here. So we actually got several different media outlets that are all.
Cool. Well, I'll try not to embarrass myself too
much.
much.
Hey, you're doing fantastic. You're talking about my son. That's great. So you can talk about him all night if you want to, but that's all right. Tell us a little bit about you and how people can get a hold of you and what you're doing for businesses.
Well, I'm Gandalf the Grateful, the business wizard.
Yes, you are.
And entrepreneurs and let's say transformational coaches and people that are visionary entrepreneurs hire me to help them break out of the fishbowl of small town business and go national, international. Because most of them are getting kind of caught up. They're really kind of confused about how to get connected and get their message out into the rest of the world.
Sure.
And so we have an academy, Enterprise Academy, and we help them. Most of them are getting bogged down in the details of trying to build a business. They're trying to get the marketing together. They're chasing this marketing tactic or that strategy, or they're working with this piece of software or that piece of software, and they're still doing all this research and development. And that's really life consuming. It's energy draining.
Sure.
So what we do is we have a full support environment that gives them all of the resources that they would need, such as all of their marketing, so they get a fully engaging customer journey, and supported by a professional software system. So the bottom line is that they don't have to do any of this research and development. They have every resource at their fingertips and a team to support them. And then that really enables them to free up their time and their energy to support their clients, get more clients, and actually have more energy to actually live their life, and essentially build their lifestyle trajectory.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. I mean, everybody needs help, right? I mean, it's nice to have a place to go to when you're trying to build. It's not easy doing it alone, especially as an entrepreneur and working hard. So
lone wolf syndrome is probably one of the biggest problems in the industry. Is everybody thinks they got to do it by themselves, but if you're going to build a company, you actually have to yield and go, I can't do this all by myself.
Right.
I need help.
Right.
And we're the first level of help. We can help them by saying we've got you. We've got a team. We've been doing this for entrepreneurs over and over and over again. And we're able to actually be your first line of support, like the first level of your company. And then when you get to where you need to hire virtual assistants and employees, then we can plug them into the right pieces of the software so that it actually takes off, and you've got a company all of a sudden, so we can coach them right into the flow of how to go national and international.
Well, that's fantastic, especially coming from New Mexico, because we're a border state, so dealing with international businesses only makes sense. And a lot of people don't take advantage of the fact that we're a border state.
Yeah, and one of the problems here, in Albuquerque, is we're extremely isolated from the rest of the company. We get media in, but not really much connectivity with what's really going on in California, what's really going on in Canada, what's really going on internationally around the world. So, we're the first line of opportunity for people to actually break out and go out to get connected with what's going on in the rest of the world.
So I don't know if you knew this or not, but we're running a magazine. We're getting the content from 5 of the southwestern states and then pushing it globally. But that appeal globally is because there's 7 billion people.
No kidding, man.
On the globe, and
there's
3
billion.
Yeah, right. And
those are old statistics,
7.9
8
billion.
Point something, man.
Right.
I mean, we're it's
growing.
People are breeding, dude.
It happens. And the U.S. is 300 million people. So our market really is not the U.S. sometimes. It's a larger global market. And so breaking into that, gosh, if you're not taking advantage of that, you're not growing.
Totally.
And you're stuck in this little environment.
And every single one of us has a particular message or a particular purpose that would be very appreciated by people all over the world, right? Not just in a particular hometown or a local town or a small town, but all over the world, every single one of us. And it could be somebody in Africa that our message could appeal to. It could be somebody in anywhere, Europe, Asia, anywhere that our message could appeal to. It could be somebody in California. It could be somebody in Utah. It could be somebody in Nebraska that our message could appeal to.
And that's wonderful.
And with the connectivity of the internet, we really have access to all those people, and that's what we're here for.
You know what opened up my eyes a lot to the global market is this young man over here.
Yeah.
In his global approach to his music, working it into India, working it into Asia, and dropping it globally, because sometimes your fans aren't even going to come from your local country, which is amazing. So just seeing what he's done actually helped me with some of the things I did in business as well. So it's kind of been a unique thing. So I applaud you in what you guys are trying to do. And small-minded business does nothing for the global appeal. We need to get bigger, and Albuquerque needs to grow.
Well, the reality of it is that we are essentially one species.
Sure.
We are one people. We are one planet. And borders, the internet has just smashed the borders.
Absolutely.
We've got to realize global consciousness. We can't faction. We've got to realize that we're here for everybody, and a high tide rises all ships.
Wonderful. Well, what a wonderful message. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
God bless you, Patrick.
Hey, you too. Thank you so much. And so you too. Thank you so much.
My
I appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
How, if somebody can get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
They get a hold of us through enterpriseacademy.vip. You're gonna get really neat training.
Enterpriseacademy.vip.
Yeah, enterpriseacademy.vip, and that way you can actually get a glimpse of how it is to actually break out and go global.
All right, guys, let's go global. Get
Thank you so
online and
much.
go ahead and thank you, guys.
God bless you, brother.
You too. Thank you so much. Wonderful. You heard that. Boy, just what's some great, interesting.
one of these pens?
Oh, absolutely. Take it. Great to talk to some great people here. It's nice seeing everybody and what they're doing. So appreciate all these wonderful folks. We got a couple more maybe we want to interview. Do you want to go ahead and have a seat? Wonderful. Well, welcome. How are you? How are you doing? Good to see you. Go ahead and have a seat and put the headphones on. We'll go ahead and talk. But this is Patrick Baldonado coming at you live. Let me.
I don't know if you need my business card.
Let's see. We'll come back on here live. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining in. So we're coming out here live from the Jingle Mingle here at Exhibit It. Tell you guys a little bit about what we're doing, but we have some great folks here with us tonight, and they're sharing their businesses with us. We are on several different media outlets here, so we're bringing on this station here so you guys can kind of hear. But if you could do us a favor, introduce yourself. What's your name? What business you're coming from, and what you do basically to make yourself different from a lot of, and speaking directly into that microphone. So get a little closer if you can.
Okay. So my name is Aurelia Barajas. I'm with, I own Superior Investigations.
Oh, wonderful.
We're out of Albuquerque.
Okay.
And we do any and all types of investigations.
So investigation, like a private investigator
Yes,
kind of
I'm a
thing?
private
Oh,
investigator.
wow. That's stuff the movies are made of, right?
It's not
I'm sure
as
you have some
easy as
stories.
what you watch on TV. Yeah. We don't necessarily solve a case in one day.
Really?
And then go to happy hour.
Oh, nice. There's a lot of work that goes into that.
A
isn't there?
lot of work that goes into that.
And so
Absolutely.
do you build cases for court cases, or do you do it for individuals? What do you usually what do you usually come into play?
Yeah, so we do a lot of insurance fraud.
Okay,
and
right.
we have recently opened up our services to the public, so we do a lot of locates. Just anybody that wants to find a family member or just missing persons. But we also do domestic adultery.
Oh no.
Yeah, a little
Yep.
bit of everything. Yeah.
That's the stuff movies are made out of, right?
That's the stuff movies are made
Oh,
of.
that's
yes.
fun. So, it's
And
not fun. It's fun,
businesses.
but it's
And businesses.
right. You can actually have a Netflix documentary following you around doing this thing, right?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure. That's interesting. So, so tell everybody a little bit about how they get a hold of you, or maybe if there's an easy way website, or is it
Yeah.
Facebook, social media? How does somebody reach you if they need your services?
Absolutely. So our website is www.superiorpi.com.
Okay.
They can also reach us at 800-505-9584.
Wonderful.
And like I said, our office is in Albuquerque. We also have an office in El Paso, so we service Texas.
And this is locally owned here? Correct?
Absolutely. Locally
Is this
owned, yeah.
your company, or is it?
It is my company.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate
The
it.
rise of the woman entrepreneur has been fantastic. The rising into power, it's amazing. You guys are just killing it. So it's
Thank
wonderful
you.
seeing all the women-owned businesses. I know DJ owns her business here, it's a women-owned business, and she's just absolutely crushing it. So
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate everything everybody's doing. And so
Yeah,
thank
we're
you.
moving on up. Huh?
Heck yeah. You guys are awesome. So
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Nice
much.
meeting
Nice meeting
you.
you as well.
Of
Thank you.
course.
All right. Okay, guys. I think we might have a couple more. Let's see what we got. I'm sorry. That's okay. All right. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and take a seat, let's see who we got coming over here. Let's see. We got Barbara Dawson. Barbara Dawson. You want to get in there? What are you doing? Jingle Mingle giveaway. Did you need somebody from Cumulus Radio? Oh, congratulations. Of course you won something, Barbara. Get in here. Let me do an interview with you real quick. I'm going to bring Barbara Dawson on here because I've got to. Barbara's amazing. She's one of our local celebrities. So,
Yes.
yeah, so wonderful having you. You can speak directly into that microphone. Wonderful, so we can hear you, Barbara. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Patrick. How are you?
Doing fantastic. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So we're on several social media broadcasts right now going on at different sites. So
Okay.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So it's all about business tonight. So you're here. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
My name is Barbara Dawson. My company is Purple Mulch, and I find out what people want and I help them get it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. So can you elaborate a little bit more on this? This is interesting for me to hear as well.
Okay, of course. You know, there's a lot going on in everybody's life.
Sure.
So sometimes I'll focus on wellness and say, well, what do you want to do? Oh, gosh, I'd like to improve my energy or stamina or recovery or whatever. And I can help people do that. But sometimes it morphs into, oh, and you know, my business needs a kick in the pants. And so sometimes I'll sit with people and talk with them about that also. So I call it wellness coaching.
Okay.
Because it can morph into a lot of different areas.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and a lot of people will say, well, what do you mean by purple mulch?
Right. That was my question. I was like, okay, I got to hear this. This sounds interesting.
Well, when you feed the ground, you feed the plants.
Right.
And so what I look at with people is how can I nurture them and feed them so that they can become who and what they want or their business can. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, Barbara.
Good. And you're looking great. It was good seeing you the other day in Flying Star.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're staying so busy now. It's been great. The magazine's starting to grow. We just came back from Denver Fashion Week, covering Denver Fashion Week, so that was fantastic. It was a great way to see Denver's really come up when it comes to fashion. Wow. I mean, Denver's a big community anyways and has the money, but they really did it right. 8 days of solid fashion. It was interesting. It's a little exhausting, but great to come back to Albuquerque and see if I can share that more here with the local community. And we keep trying to help each other rise. El Paso Fashion Week was fantastic. We were just out there as well. So we're definitely trying to bring all this back to New Mexico and help grow. So the Southwest, I think, will take off.
So Patrick, if you could think of one thing that you have that's become like perfectly clear for you after coming home from Denver, what would that be?
So the fact that I have an amazing team and growth with what we're doing there, we're doing a lot to help them grow. And so the one really clear thing for me is that we're on the right track. We've got the right people in place. It was just really neat seeing that come together in Denver. And we had part of our team models that were walking. They did fantastic. And just to even get that spot, there was 1,000 girls. Out of 1,000 girls, 300 were selected. A lot of them from our team, which was great.
Nice.
But just to see that we're working with the right people, the right talent. We've got the right marketing. We've got the right material. The content's interesting. A lot of the stuff that it helped me. It solidified the product we have. And seeing a big market like Denver embrace what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's one thing. You know, I grew up in Albuquerque. I know everybody in Albuquerque. I've networked this community. I know everybody here. I don't know everybody in Denver.
Yeah.
And to go out there and actually be able to have a presence like we did was phenomenal.
Good for you.
So that tells me we are on the right track. So I'm very, very excited about what happened there.
Oh, good.
You know, we're working our way into Las Vegas, Nevada. Denver ended up pulling us that direction, and so really around it's been great. So as far as clarity goes, I feel like I'm on the right path, and that's been a question I've had for a while.
Oh,
but it's definitely something that I've seen. Okay, you start putting this stuff in, you manifest what we want to create, and you know, Barbara, you guys are near and dear to my heart because you understand a business that I'm near and dear about. You know? So when you start building teams, you start building networks, and you start creating something, then you actually see volume being produced from that network. That does a lot. I mean, that's to speak volumes for who you are as a leader and a motivator, and you're somebody that helps enable others to build and create wealth. That's huge. So that's what I'm trying to do with the magazine is I want to create that environment that people can succeed. Our team models get a share of the magazine as they grow, the company grows. We all have a stake in this thing, and we really want to make this thing work, but it takes that passion and drive as a team to generate that. And you're a team builder like I am. So and that's what I built with this magazine is we built a solid team. I'm very, very happy.
Wow, fantastic. And what I also heard you say is it's about you building the team. It's about you being, the leader and inspiring, but it's also in helping those other people lead.
Yes, exactly.
And
exactly.
Being willing to step back enough that you just go, woohoo, now I'm your cheering section.
Right. Well, it's neat to see these models that we've worked with go from learning their craft and perfecting their craft, and then now educating others to perfect their craft. And so becoming the example. And we have on our team, we have one who has their MD. We've got one who does work with children. And I mean, there's some. She's like a clinical psychologist. I mean, we got some really good solid people. We've got a gal who's part of national security. I mean, it's just amazing. Some of the gals that are there, they're very strong, very very good at what they do, and they're good examples to the others. I mean, this is a business like any other business, and branding and marketing and all the work that goes involved in that. It's more than just looking good or being pretty. This is a real business model.
Right.
And
it sounds like you're sharing the profits with your team.
Exactly, which we have to.
Wow.
And for me, I'm still relatively new to fashion, but one thing I see about fashion on a regular basis is people get taken advantage of left and right. The models sometimes don't even get paid. They don't get fed. They don't have the conditions they need to work in, and we're all just trying to create something, but they'll use them, and then they don't do anything for them. So I'm really we got it going on over here, but I'm really all about if we can help them elevate as individuals, business owners, become a better, stronger person. Right. And then they could teach others, then we duplicate that. Right. And the power of duplication is huge. That's a big thing we both have in common.
Well, and when I hear you speak to that, that's like, those are the people I love to work with.
Sure.
It's like, where are you? And sometimes it takes an outsider to be able to look at them and say, wow, I'm hearing you say this, and this. What are we going to do about that?
Right.
Because it's that personal growth, the self-confidence, that the more we do the personal growth, the more money we make.
Right.
In any industry.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Well, developing yourself, and I work with one of the models I work with is an actress, and her work ethic is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I see her work and what she puts into that. I mean, it's not just getting up in front of a camera. They have to put some serious work and training and effort to drop into a character effectively, to control that whole environment, and to really be an asset to the film, which can cost millions of dollars. You can't have somebody in there who doesn't know what they're doing. So perfecting your craft, and to see her in that work ethic go through that is phenomenal. And I think we all get to learn from people like that. I love to surround myself with people who want to work on themselves. Because if they do the work on themselves, everything else falls in place.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a matter of manifesting from within and from without.
Yes, it is. It is.
Sure. So wonderful,
Well,
Barbara.
I wanted to come over and thank Cumulus for the $50 gift card.
So Cumulus Media is giving you some money to go advertise with them, Barbara. That's fantastic.
It's to go to Caruso's Italian Restaurant. I get
Really?
$50. So I am excited.
that.
So I
Wonderful.
came over here. Oh my
Wonderful.
goodness, here's trouble. Hey, Luis.
All right, so we got hold on one second. We got Luis Hernandez here. Wonderful, good to see you. We got free food. So Barbara is asking anybody who wants to get a hold of her. She's going to take you out to dinner at where? What was that? I'm sorry again. I'm just kidding.
Well, if you can come with my husband and I, and
Call her.
You call her right now, because the first person to call Barbara Dawson and sign up for her services gets. No, I'm just kidding.
oh, we could
probably work with that, right?
Right.
Come on, let's not get too hasty now. Okay, Barbara. Thank you so much. Really
Thanks for
appreciate you.
inviting me to sit
Wonderful.
down.
Thank
Great
you so
seeing
much.
you.
Good to see you as well.
Bye.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Again, thank you for joining us here. We're actually about wrapping up. Perp, if you want to get with Luis and see where we're at with this, that would be great.
So for those who can't hear, those are beats solo, $200 value.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and be signing off here real soon, guys. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been kind of neat having everybody tune into what we're doing here. First time that I've done this from Jingle Mingle, so that's great. A lot of people watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate all of you. Wow, I'm looking at everybody who was watching. There was quite a bit of people on. Thank you so much for attending our live. It's nice having that kind of support. We do have somebody else coming on. So let's. So. All right, one more interview. Come on and have a seat there. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. All right, hold on 1 second. One second, because we got to do this right, because this is Jingle Mingle, so it's social. So cheers. Wonderful.
Yay.
They're light beers. Thank you very much.
Yes, because our health is important.
That's right. So we're counting calories, so we want to keep those light beers. Ultra. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to advertise Ultra here today, but.
No paid advertising.
So let's go ahead and pull that microphone right up to your voice right there. Perfect. So everybody can hear you loud and clear. So tell us who you are and what you do, and why you're here networking today.
Hi guys, my name is Karen Garcia. I'm with At Home Advocacy, and Basically, what we do is foster care for individuals with developmental disabilities.
Okay.
So that's what our agency focuses on. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about that. I mean, how can somebody take advantage of that? What would and identify a need for us and kind of help us understand as a person who maybe has that need, how they find you or what you can do for them?
Well, so our agency focuses on individuals that receive services from the DD waiver or MIVIA. And these individuals have been approved to receive these services. So it is a very small percentage of people, but yeah, our agency, like I said, does foster care. So if an individual that is receiving those services needs a home to live, a good family to take care of them, that's what we do.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's great. So thank you. That's a great service to the community. So
Thank you.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you, how would they get a hold of you if they needed those services?
So at-home advocacy is they can check out our website. We do so many events. So at home NM.
At Home NM for New
Yes.
Mexico. So
Yes.
At Home New Mexico.
Yes.
At
So-
Home NM.
Yes, at home advocacy. Yes.
At Home Advocacy.
Yeah, that's the name of our company.
Okay, wonderful. So wonderful. You guys know how to get a hold of her. So if you guys need any services like that, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for being here at the Jingle Mingle. What a
Thank
fun
you.
night.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you. All right, you guys are hearing it live here first. Wow, interesting stuff here tonight. So thank you for coming on. We're just about wrapped up here, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off of my home feed here as well. So hello, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Oh my gosh, where was your food? I missed you. Where are you at? Are you guys in the other side? Did you bring? No. Okay.
We'll be here, and we'll be at the B2B.
All right, you're going to be at the B2B. So, yeah, I don't know. It's never an event if I don't have Garcias. So I came here and I was like, where's my Garcias?
I'm sorry.
I have to say, just because I was like looking forward just to see you guys. I was like, oh, I'm going to go there when you have the little carne adobado burritos you guys have. Anyway, sorry. It's okay. I got to see you. That's even better. So tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do for the company.
Well, my name's Mia Aber. I'm the catering and marketing director for Garcia's. So
Yes, you are.
I do a lot of catering activities in terms of booking, keeping everything organized and on time.
Oh, wonderful.
And I attend events such as this and talk with people like you.
Oh, wonderful. Now, exciting news. I mean, the Garcia's actually opened a commissary, right, right off of Central. So
Right.
another great space for that whole redevelopment area, which is great.
Yes,
To see it. It's a beautiful building. But then also, what do you guys do out of there? I mean, can you help everyone? Because you still have the restaurant in front.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about tortillas, especially your tortillas. I can eat like 8 of them in one sitting. It's nuts. But anyways, go ahead.
Well, we have our catering kitchen back there. So
Okay.
that's where all of our catering food comes out of.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then it's our production facility. So we make all of our chili sauce and salsa. We make our bizcochitos there, flautas, tamales, things like that. That we send out to the restaurants every day.
So now you're gearing up for the season, right? It's at the holiday
yes,
season. So you guys are
definitely.
really gearing it up, aren't you?
We have a lot of tamales going on.
It's all about tamales, everybody.
And of course, right now we just started with pasoli and green chili chicken tamales. So they'll
wonderful.
be in our stores until January.
Oh, that's wonderful. So yeah, if you guys need holiday food, I sometimes I'll sit there and I'll try to make it for our holiday parties. Like, oh God, why am I doing this? I usually just order a tray of enchiladas from you guys with beans and rice and on the sides, and I just everybody loves it. So
Well, we're here to cook for you, so don't worry about it.
yeah, you guys do an amazing job. So
we can
it's
deliver
awesome.
it, whatever you need.
Well, thank you so much for
Sure.
coming and joining us. We
Sure.
appreciate that so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate you. That's important. Don't lose that. You ready to go? Get him over here. All right. All right. We're going to go ahead and sign off here, guys. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys. The Jingle Mingle coming at you live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So if you guys have just tuned in with us, thank you so much for joining us. You guys have a great night. But we're going to go ahead and sign off the air here at the Jingle Mingle here, business and networking event. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
over there. Put your headphones on. Okay, put your headphones on.
All right.
All right, we're looking for Kyle.
Is this live?
This is live. This is live broadcasting on Facebook. It is on the It's on the Go ABQ business page for Facebook. You're
Go
right.
ABQ.
You're right in our camera here.
We're on the podcast.
We're live, right? And we're also broadcasting live to the Go ABQ YouTube channel. So
Oh, awesome.
pull that back. There you go. Now you can move it over.
Perfect.
Move your beer. Grab that over. Okay.
Oh, now I'm
So, want a pie?
I already won a pie before. I can't eat two pies. I can't eat two pies.
I cannot eat two pies. Everybody will take pies. So you guys got your dose of Patrick Baldonado. He sat in the seat here for quite some time. I appreciate Patrick because it gave me the opportunity to get out and network with some very deserving individuals, right? And I happen to be sitting with one right now. Please tell me your full name.
Justina Grant.
Justina Grant. So everybody, America, this is Justina Grant. And Justina Grant works for one of the most amazing organizations here in the city.
Nice.
Yeah. No, they do a phenomenal job of really communicating what is happening in the city at various different levels.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
That's exactly how I'll say it. But for those people that are out there watching, please tell them where you work.
I work at Albuquerque Business First. We are the premier business publication in New Mexico.
Right.
I work in business development. So what I do is I try to get all the mom and pop businesses to the big private businesses, just help them reach their full potential in terms of clients, leads, and everything. Our goal at Albuquerque Business First is to grow business in Albuquerque.
I love it.
Yeah, right?
I love it. You know why?
Why?
Because the goal of Go ABQ is to do that exact same thing.
Exactly. We want to help grow the local businesses,
Right.
not bring other money in. Just grow the money in that's here and help it out.
Well, actually, that's perfectly said, right? And we want to have a good equal balance of support, right? And what's happened a lot of times here in our community, fortunately, is it's been a little lopsided.
Yeah.
Meaning that the business organizations, set out or start off with the right intentions, but then they quickly turn into something that they never intended to be, and it always ends up that they help those out that have the dollars to be helped, right? And a lot of times our small businesses, our mom and pop shops often get overlooked because they are priced way out of an opportunity to broadcast, showcase, promote, market, brand their business, right?
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, of course.
That's why we created Go ABQ, right? It's for the small business, right? And you're going to love this, right? Because you and I are going to become the most perfect partners in life.
Oh, I'm excited.
Right? So this was designed at a very low price point, right? And the reason why is because we want everybody to have a chance to market, brand, and promote their business, right?
Definitely.
So right off the bat, we have what we call as a freemium model, right? Meaning that every business in the city of Albuquerque is already a member of this platform.
Okay.
We have a very robust directory listing, right?
Yeah.
In that directory, you get to add in your website and your social media pages for free.
Oh, okay.
Right? We're going to drive consumers, the general public, to use this website to search for everything, right? Because it utilizes natural human speak, right? Meaning that if you get on the YouTube, that's what I'm call it, the YouTube.
The YouTube.
If you get on the YouTube and you say, "Hey, my dog is sick," with the intent that you're looking for a veterinarian, Google is going to do its very best job in delivering content, 10 pages worth, of how to tell if your dog is sick.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Go ABQ, on the other hand, is going to take that same search term of, "Hey, my dog is sick," and understand that maybe this person needs a veterinarian.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you legit directory listings for veterinarians. That's
Look
it.
at that. Perfect.
That's
See?
it.
And local ones too. Exactly.
And local ones.
And local ones on top of that.
On top of that, right? So, America, people can go, they can go to go-abq.com, search for your business, verify your business. Make sure that we have the correct information right now.
Yeah.
There is a membership model.
Okay.
For $99, we are going to build you a custom marketing landing page,
Mhm.
right? And we're going to utilize that to document your business and get you ready for search, right? And what I mean by that is we're going to load the internet with everything that you do so that anytime anybody searches for the most random thing,
You'll
gonna
be
get found.
there.
Yeah, you're going to get
Perfect.
found.
There you go.
Right? Then we're going to give you a texting keyword
Mhm.
that you can use in your marketing, right? So, for example, we discussed this a little while ago.
Mhm.
You guys put on a lot of events.
We do a lot of events every day.
A ton of you guys are doing like an event a week.
Once a month.
Maybe.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
But for the community out there, for the people that want to get connected, sometimes it might be a little difficult for them to really know what's happening because it's pretty noisy in our worlds,
Yeah.
right? So what we would do is we would create a custom keyword that's maybe it's ABQ events or something like that along those lines, right? And in that, when you text that number, you're going to get the calendar of events from you,
Wow.
right? And
Awesome.
in that calendar of events, it's just going to be your events page. So people are going to have that at their fingertips right on their cell phone.
Everyone in Albuquerque.
Everyone in Albuquerque.
That's awesome.
Everyone in
See,
Albuquerque.
it involves everybody in the same circle. That's great.
Yes, we're bringing everybody together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so here's how it works, right? So for those small businesses, this is where we start, right? This is a very basic platform, but we get you started. We help you grow and scale your business so that you can move into more traditional means of media buys.
Yeah.
Right? You can start buying print advertising. You can start buying
Mm-hmm.
radio advertising. You can start sponsoring some of these very events to get the
Mm-hmm.
word out about your business. And then you're going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And
You're
guess
right.
what? We're going to do that 10 times, 10 times, 10 times.
That's awesome.
10 times.
That's fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
And you and I are going to make Albuquerque a community of millionaires.
We're already on the track there. We're almost there.
See how good it is?
We're almost there. That's awesome.
So what do you guys have coming up here in the near future that we need to communicate with some folks?
With Albuquerque Business First?
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of events. What I would recommend is going to our website to see the events that we have. It depends. We have an event called Deals of the Year coming up on December 5th.
Yes.
At the Hyatt Regency. It's going
Yes.
to celebrate all the deals going on in the region. I don't know. I would just refer to the website. I don't want to go off. I'm not the event manager,
That happens. You guys
Yeah, that happens.
You got a lot of things
Go to our
going
website,
on.
look at the events. We have a lot of events. We have at least one event a week. One a month.
Right.
And it's a great opportunity to network and meet business owners and just
Right.
reach that C-suite level executive, like the movers and shakers in Albuquerque and New Mexico. If you want to reach that, then go to our event page and just get a ticket and come meet us.
Get a ticket and be there, right? Now, now you're talking about movers and shakers. Tonight was a night of moving and shaking.
There was a lot of moving and shaking.
There was a lot of moving and shaking.
There was a lot of moving and shaking tonight. You're right. Yeah.
They so kindly invited some folks to to dance, right?
Yeah. I saw on dancing on the stage. Yeah. There was a lot of dancing.
Some pretty fun stuff, right?
I'm actually very impressed.
Did that give you an opportunity at maybe an in to talk to somebody who you otherwise wouldn't have talked to based on
Absolutely.
on their craziness?
Based off just their energy and just how
Yeah, yeah.
relaxed they are. Of course, I feel more open to approach them. Yeah, you're right.
Good time.
I agree.
See, we're gonna bring that stuff to some more events, right? Some dancing,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
All kinds of fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I like to do. I like to actually, you know what? It might make sense if you guys are open to it. Maybe I can come and give the entire crew a presentation on the Go ABQ platform, right?
Okay.
And get you guys going on your platform.
Yeah.
Turn around, and say hi. Hey.
Hey.
We can certainly do that. Is there any other businesses out there that you want to show some love to?
All of the homemade businesses here in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Starting from the ground up, and they're just doing great. Supporting local is the big thing in Albuquerque right now, and that's what we're all about.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that is in the bloodstream of what you guys do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love that, right? Because a lot of people, again, like I said, they've set out to do that, but they haven't. I'm not sure what's going on with the music here.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's a lot.
all kinds of fun stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Visiting with you, getting to know you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to coming to your office and sharing the platform with the entire crew, getting you guys set up and started. Now, just so you guys know, do you have that certificate?
I do have. Yes, I won the certificate. I didn't even know what it was. You just explained it to me.
So she didn't know what it was, and here it is, right here, right. So tonight at the Jingle Mingle, we provided DJ Heckus and crew with 2 annual memberships to Go ABQ platform, right? Valued at $400,
Awesome.
right? And so there were 2 lucky people that are walking away with this. She is one of them.
I'm one of them. Yes.
And we're going to put it to work, and let's see exactly how that fares out.
I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Full advantage,
Full
yes.
of it, yes.
So I got it. I'll let you in on a little secret, but I won't do it on air.
Okay.
We'll save that for another time.
Okay, all right.
But I do thank you for being here. I thank you
Thank
for being
you so much.
for being part of the
course.
fabric that makes Albuquerque great.
Yes, I agree.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, I love it. See, event has a specific end time, but there are those who like to linger
Yeah.
and hang out and peruse the displays.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I am one of those, and there are still people out here that I need to connect with. So we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast right here, right now. We're going to come back to a broadcast another day for something else. Maybe it'll be at your joint.
We'll see.
We should do a broadcast at your joint.
Okay.
We're going to do that. We're going to make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Why? Because we make magic happen.
We
We're
make
magic
everything
people.
happen. You're
we
right.
make everything happen.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed Patrick Baldonado, the most connected man in Albuquerque. I
The most
aspire.
connected man in Albuquerque.
Yes, that was the
Very
dude
cool.
that was sitting here.
Okay.
That he was like, dude, I don't know how you do this for so long. I'm out of breath. My voice no longer works. Take it over. Take it over. It happens. America.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Tell them, America. But talking to your microphone. America's right there on that camera, not on that one.
Oh, I was looking at this group right here.
Yeah.
That's not America.
On that one right there. That's America right there. America.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely come to this event next year. I'm very surprised. This is my first time at this exhibit event, and I think
Is it?
I think it was absolutely fantastic.
There you go.
So I encourage everybody else to come out here and network. This is the epitome of networking, I think.
It is.
And listen in to this, and just keep faith in Albuquerque community.
love that.
Focus on the business to business within Albuquerque and New Mexico, all of
Yes.
New Mexico.
Absolutely.
Because we are growing. We're growing.
Yes.
And we'll only continue to grow with the help of our locals here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. There you go. ¿Qué más quieres? What more do you need?
What do you need?
Spoken like a true champ.
Thank
We will
you.
see you guys soon. Love you, Burke.
Love you, Porque.
Oh, and the West Side.
No Mexico and the West Side.